I'm live. Okay. Gotta get to the chat. I gotta invite Balo. So give me a second. All right. Let's get that out the way. How's everybody been doing? I miss you guys. At least tonight, well, if you didn't know, tonight at least we have some stuff to talk about. So that'll be good. I'm just waiting for some more people to hop on. Waiting for Scott Balo. Let's see. I'm trying to get to the chat. I don't know what the hell's going on. There it goes. Sorry, I'm not more tech savvy. I don't have like all kinds of crap going on in my background or green screen. It just is what it is. Hey, Creek Mary. There's a plan. Yeah, tonight there's a plan. have have any of y'all ever heard, or Creek Mary, have you ever heard of Recall Vector? You ever seen that guy's videos? Because I was watching him the other day, and have you seen the one where he talks about the Wizard of Oz and Dorothy's line? Hey, Adam. Oh, maybe we need to look that up. But I'm telling you, there's this one video he does about the Wizard of Oz. Now, let's take a poll. What do you, and I got this from Recall Vector. Okay. So, what do you remember Dorothy saying in the Wizard of Oz about not being in Kansas? What's the phrase? Because I have, just from watching that and from really thinking about it, I have a theory that it's kind of like a marker. Hey, James Johnson. Wizard of Oz is a marker. And that line that she says when she's speaking to her dog, saying, what does she say? And don't look it up just from memory, because we all watched it every year at Easter time. They used to play Wizard of Oz. If anybody wants to engage in this. Sorry, guys, I look terrible. I've been. Okay. So Adam says, I don't think we're in Kansas anymore. I don't think we're in Kansas anymore. That's what Creek Mary says. This time, like currently, hey, Mandela Frequency, or Mandelf. I'm going to call you Frequency. We're not in Kansas anymore. Now she says, I don't believe we're in Kansas anymore. But like this guy did some research, and apparently, like you can find residue for we ain't in Kansas anymore. I don't think we're in Kansas anymore. I don't believe we're in Kansas anymore. Or yeah, just straight up, we're not in Kansas anymore. So my question is that the thing is, if you really start to think about it, like I've really been thinking about it for about a week, I remember every single way. What does that say? Does that say that we repeat this over and over and over and over again? No believe to it. Just saw something that said that. Oh, you didn't get it? Here, let me try again. Sorry, Scott. Adam says maybe. Yeah, it's all maybes, isn't it? All right. Okay, I sent it again. I sent it through Gmail. Let me see if I can just do it here. Might be able to. No. Might be able to do it from my phone. But at any rate, sorry, clicking. Sorry. Let me see if I can find this. There you are.
Hello.
Hello.
Gotta fix this fucking thing.
And of course, the dogs are going to start barking. Hush. God bless it. I can't hear you, Scott. I'm sorry.
For that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go grab my other headphones.
Okay. Sorry. There we go. I'm going to go close my door. Guys are impossible. You're right here. Stay. Just get your kennel. Oh, okay. I'm back. Okay, is it still loud? No, it's not. Yes, it is.
How's that?
Hey.
How is it?
Yeah, that's better.
Okay, good.
I can't hear an echo or anything.
Sweet.
Okay.
Did you already start talking about the stuff you wanted to?
Well, yeah, I was talking about like, have you ever seen? You've seen Recall Vector, right? You know what channel I'm talking about?
I'm sure I
He talks
have. Is
about
that the one that?
recall anomaly paradoxes, like.
Fuck it. Is that the fucking guy that whispers the whole fucking video?
Yeah, he talks slow, and he has like the two kids in his intro that are brother and
Yeah,
sister, and
that's the
one
point.
remembers stuff one way and one remembers it the other.
Yeah, it's real annoying.
What?
I said yes, it's very annoying.
Damn, they're cutting in and out.
Fuck it, I'm taking the thing out. Okay, I said yes, he's very annoying.
Okay, I'm sorry.
No, whatever. I'm just saying.
See, Mandel frequency says things are flipping and flopping like mad for her anyway.
Like what? Can you not hear me?
I can't, but when I talk, I hear an echo of myself.
Mm. I'll use regular headphones, maybe. I don't know why that would make a difference, but fucking A. Let's try this. Sure, that won't make any difference at all.
What was that?
What was what?
No, whatever that was, that did it, I think.
Oh, okay. I just put it in headphones, like regular headphones.
And whatever it is you just did, I think worked.
Okay, I'll leave it like that then. So what
Yeah.
about that recall vector?
Yeah,
Hello?
just about like the thing with the Wizard of Oz where she says like, like what do you remember Dorothy saying in the Wizard of Oz when she realizes she's not in Kansas anymore? What's the line?
It's either I don't think we're in Kansas anymore, or we're not in Kansas anymore. I know it's changed, but that's what it originally was for me.
But it's like it has changed several times. Like
Yeah,
a lot, like at least 5 times. So stuff like that, if you really start to think about it, I remember every single way.
really.
Yeah, so are we just repeating this like over and over and over? I mean, I'm
Hmm.
starting to think that like I'm seeing more proof that it's just like a repeat.
Yeah, I don't doubt that at all. I'd
Like we're
hate to
not
think
we're not
about it.
getting something right. Like we're not getting something right and we just have to redo. I don't know. So what did you want to talk about?
Oh, I mean, I don't know. We should probably discuss that for a little bit, though. The whole repeat thing. It feels like that is the truth, and I really hate that because you know me, I don't want to fucking be here. Um, but yeah, I mean, it makes sense. Like, why do you guys look familiar to me? Unless because we're not talking. I don't know shit about soul essences and shit like that. I know that your face looks familiar to me. You
Right.
know, and I don't know. That would really suck.
What would really suck if we're just repeating over and over?
Yeah, that's like I don't know. I mean, I guess it would be different. It would be if it was like all joy and happy times, but it's not a whole lot of that.
Well, I
But
mean, there is joy and happiness.
sure, yeah. I don't mean to always make it seem like it's every day is the end of the world because it's just like it's not great, you know. But yeah, there are some fantastic times, like when smoking. Um, but yeah, so like, what made you even like think about that? Is that what the dude said, or is that just something that popped into your head?
Well, I mean, we've talked about that concept of this is a repeat. We've talked about that concept before. Then I saw a video he put out about Alice, not Alice in Wonderland, but Wizard of Oz, and he
Hmm.
found like residue of at least like 4 or 5 different changes. And I was thinking to myself, it just something about it really stuck in my head. And I thought to myself, what if that's like a marker to let you know that it's
Mm.
different, like you're somewhere different? Like, what if
Yeah,
it's, you know?
yeah, that makes sense. But it
I
might
don't
not even be a marker for us. It might be a marker for
know.
whoever is changing things. Like, well, this is reality C because, instead of uh, umbilical cord, it's umbilical cord now. Umbrella, umbrella. Like, but it's like how many of those things change per? Because imagine if it's only one change per reality. That think about how many fucking changes we've seen. Oh,
Yeah.
that's sickening.
What do you think about the people? There are some people out there that say all these changes occurred like at one time, and then it just takes people a while to notice them. I've been
I,
hearing
I
that lately. I'm like, what?
I have heard that before, but I don't know. I don't think so because but I wouldn't even know how to like put it into words really. It's like I know like there are a couple people like MA for one. He has things that he changes frequently, and he'll say this just changed, and you know that he's watching this shit, so it's not like he's like, oh, well that could have changed 8 months ago. He'll know within like a few days,
Yeah.
depending on how many things he's checking. I don't know, but like I today after his stream, he went on Patreon, and when we were talking on there, he said umbilical, and I was like, thanks for saying umbilical. He goes, well, what is it now? And I was like, umbilical, and he's like, nah, but I mean, shit. When did we talk about? Oh, actually, you weren't on with me. That was just one I did on my own. That was like fucking 3 months ago, if not maybe more. But but then there's the other thing where like people are seeing changes and they know they've seen it only like it had to change within the last couple of days, and you're like, well, I saw that like a year ago. So
Yeah.
time is all wonky between the individuals. So I don't know what that even means.
Yeah.
So maybe it could all be on one day. Who knows? But I had a weird thing happen today. Now
Into
I
a
can't even
common
remember.
timeline. I don't know.
What's that?
I said, what if we're all being pulled into a common timeline for judgment?
Yeah.
You know? I don't know.
Did we?
Can you hear?
We?
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Yeah. We talked about something about that the other day, didn't we?
Probably.
I don't know. Well, I don't think I said anything about judgment, but yeah. I mean, it definitely seems that like diff, a handful from reality A, handful from B, or maybe each one of us who like are affected are all coming from completely different timelines with some similar things in each one. But I wonder why. I don't know. I've always had like the feeling that like even though it feels like we're all different and special because not many people see this or whatever. I just always thought that well everybody we know is going through this somewhere else, but maybe that's not true. It was just a random thought I had.
Yeah. Creek Mary said, I wondered if we were being pulled into another timeline to avoid a collision again. That's a theory.
Hmm.
Or yeah, there's also that theory that, whatever timeline you existed on was destroyed, so you got thrown to the next one. Or I mean, I propose that you're living them all at the same time because your consciousness is being projected from outside of here into this.
Yeah.
And then you're starting to, it's just we've done this so much that the familiarity and, we're not supposed to be able to be like, hey, look what the fuck is that has changed. We shouldn't be able to do that, but somehow we all are. It's like it's been done too much, and so now we all can see what's really going on.
Yeah.
Just because they did it too much, it's just been done too much, or I don't know if it's natural. I don't know.
I don't either. I have a very hard time thinking of other like I guess I mean it seems kind of obvious that like there are different versions of us and stuff, but I don't get why we can only experience one at a time, or maybe we can experience more than one at a time. We just don't know how to do that yet.
Or
I don't
maybe
know. It's
that's
just
what we are doing, and we don't
yeah.
realize it.
That's another thought. Yeah, like
I
that's
mean,
where
how
like the
is it?
dual memories come from, or something.
Or the ability to hear what you want to hear. There's another one with, did you see where Weird Al remade that song Africa, which has a Mandela effect in it?
I just watched that like not like last night or this morning. First of all, it's terrible. Let's talk about that.
What?
It sounds exactly the same as the Africa or Toto version. Like why bother doing a cover if you're going to do the same exact song, the same exact way?
Okay, in the Mandela affected line, which one did you heard about the
I
rains
don't
in Africa?
I don't really know the change in it. I just know that I was expecting it to be a cool Weezer version. Like what they have a sound and they
Yeah.
didn't do it anything like their sound. It's like why bother doing it? But what's the change? The bless the rains or something?
Is it God bless the rains down in Africa or I bless the rains down in Africa?
I would say but I didn't even think that's what they said, back in the day when I heard the song. I didn't know what they said, but I didn't think it was bless. I don't know what I thought it was. Maybe I miss the rains or something.
Yeah, and see, it could be that. That could be a change too. I miss the rain. See, I don't. I remember, like, if I sit there and listen to the Weird Al version, if I think God, I hear God. If I think I hear I.
Oh
So,
wow.
and I get that with a lot of effects. Like some things I cannot hear, and that
Mm-hmm.
it just leads me to believe that it's all happening at the same time. We're living multiple lives all at once right now, and like the lines are being blurred, and we can see it. So, because why would you be able to push yourself back and forth like that? Like one
I
time I
don't
heard a
know.
change. I heard a change in that song at the beginning of Mannequin. Remember the movie Mannequin? And
Mm-hmm.
there's like a I think it's a Jefferson Starship song or whatever. But there's a change in that song, and if I sit there and close my eyes and think about being a kid watching that movie, I hear the song the old way.
Really?
I can hear it like that several times. And then if I stop and put myself back into where I am, then I hear it the new way.
No shit.
It's just like, I don't know. I know everybody's coming up with these concepts like, oh, there's a way to manipulate it, but there's got to be a way. Like if
Yeah.
you can sit there and do that, then what else can you do? But should you do it? That's the question.
I wonder if it's just certain words though that are able to be manipulated. Because like
Maybe.
a lot of the line will sound, eh, but who the fuck knows? I know with the fucking the green needle brainstorm thing, I was able to manipulate that to whatever, like
Yeah.
really quickly. But like some other things, like they won't change no matter how hard I try, which I don't know why that would be.
Yeah.
Did you see the Darth Vader video I did like I don't know 2 weeks ago or something?
Uh-uh. Oh,
The
wait. I think I might have.
it's the Luke I'm your father changed, but some people are still hearing it, Luke, I'm your father, but I can't hear it that way anymore. Now it's or not Luke, no. Now it says no, I'm the father, and I can't hear your anymore.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Jesus.
And like that was a whole weird thing. The whole reason I what I did was I just I took the clip and I slowed it down and played it through every speed available on the YouTube app or whatever. And I was trying to find Luke behind no, and you can kind of hear a whisper of something, but can't really make out what it's saying. But then your changed to the, and I was like, what the fuck? So I put that up or whatever.
I'm starting to think, okay, like if it's a world of duality, like if you know anything about electricity and the way it works, like if you go like 1 through 9, there's this negative charge between what is it, 3, 6, and 9.
Mm-hmm.
It's like 3, 6, 9. If you look at the grid, it goes 3, 6, 9, 3, 6, 9, and it'll change from positive to negative. And then there's always an infinity of the other numbers. Okay, so
Mm-hmm.
if you look at that electrical like chart, of course, the 3, 6, 9 is like negative dark energy. Basically, it's like negative energy. You know what I mean? And of course, it's in
I don't understand any of that shit. But I mean, you're talking about the vortex math chart thing, right?
yeah, and it's like of course, it's in the shape of a triangle.
Oh yeah.
Of course,
Mm-hmm.
and it just got me thinking about like the food pyramid. I don't know why, because of course it's got to be a pyramid. I think whatever is presented, you should just do the fucking opposite.
Yeah.
That is like my new thing. Like it says, at the bottom of the food pyramid, you're supposed to eat mainly like grains and breads and whatever. At the top of the pyramid is like fats and oils, and I'm wondering if like you should eat the opposite way, because I started looking
Yeah.
stuff up, and people are doing like these carnivore diets where they just eat like the fattiest meats possible, and all this of just avocados and eggs, and I mean it's like curing their autoimmune disorders. My sister's like trying to get me to do it.
Yeah. Honestly, I think this place is so fucking backwards that we really should be doing everything the opposite of what we're told, obviously, because we know that they don't do things with our best interest in mind. But almost with like everything else, I can't think of any examples, but we're definitely not doing things right. But then on the other hand, then you have like when your body tells you, that you're craving something, you might want to do that because that seems, you know, your fucking meat bag knows what to do in that sense. But then that might be some just because of the way we've been eating and it's wrong the whole time. We'd have to reprogram ourselves to eat properly, and we'll probably crave different things.
And like I've been like a hardcore vegetarian for a while, but then I started developing all these allergies. Like my allergies, like a lot of them have gotten worse. Like I can't eat nightshade vegetables. I can't eat this. I can't eat that. And so I've gotten to the point where like, what the fuck am I supposed to eat?
Yeah, fuck
So
that.
3 days ago, I started that carnivore diet, and I have like zero cravings for sugar right now. And
Ooh,
I'm a sugar holic. Like I've been eating
me too.
candy and just like stressing out, stress eating, and I feel pretty good. Like I feel energetic, and so
No
fuck
kidding.
it, I'm doing a flip flop. I'm gonna do exactly the opposite. Whatever the opposite of whatever this place presents to me, I'm just gonna do. That's what I'm gonna do. Whatever it
I
says, I'm gonna do the opposite.
I think I need to get on this diet you're on because I want to stop eating sugar, but I can't. Like I'm just way too addicted to it.
Mandela Miles says, "Does anyone hear the echo outside, like on a film set in a big room?" No, I don't know.
Not me.
Oh, I heard a weird noise. Joe and I both heard it. It was like sounded like a horn, like "Wah." And I was just like, "What is that?" And he's like, "I don't know." I mean, and we went outside. It wasn't outside. We couldn't figure out where it was coming from. It was just really weird. Just weird shit lately. I don't know.
Crazy.
Yeah. Theron says if it was like the Truman Show, I reckon I would have found the edge by now. How far have you gone? I'm gonna try the carnivore diet, y'all. I've been doing it for 3 days. I'm not hungry at all. Like once I eat, I'm like, whatever. I can't even eat anything else. So like today I did like those little filet mignons. I did a filet mignon wrapped in bacon with the blue cheese crown and some sliced avocado on the side. It was fucking awesome. And now, I just haven't eaten since. I take plenty of vitamins, so.
All right. Shit. Hold on. I'll be right back.
All right. Okay. Okay, so all of y'all are hearing shit outside of your house. Mandela Miles, where do you live? So I heard that on Avid outside on a video of the sun. It was really low, like angels. Well, you know that like light makes a noise. Like the planets make noises. If you put microphones towards them, they all have the distinct sound. Maybe it's the sound of things drawing near. No one said if they could hear it or not. I haven't heard anything. So Sharkticon says I hear a huge hum up the road at a fish bait store, but that's where the tower's at. Yeah, if I get close to the 5D towers, I can hear them. Over text says, Martha, I admire you taking all them vitamins. I'm trying, girl. I'm just trying to feel like not hurt. I'm just hurting all the time. Poppy says I hear different shit all the time. I use earplugs a lot. Sometimes it's going right into my mind, y'all. Like I can't get away from it. Whatever it is, the frequency noises, there's right to my brain. I don't know. Nice.
Okay. So are you ready for the goofiness?
I'm ready.
Okay. So I'm gonna show you
Okay.
a video. It's kind of long, but there's one in here that that I want to show first because it's like the biggest one. It's just ridiculous. Okay, so you know how there's like a bunch of songs out of nowhere that we're finding out that they were written by other people, and that they're cover
like that Prince
songs.
song.
That's the one. Okay, so to everybody in the chat, if you don't know this for some odd reason, the Sinead O'Connor song "Nothing Compares to You," Martha just said it. Do you all know that it's apparently written by Prince and was performed by Prince before Sinead O'Connor? I'll wait till everybody comments. And is that an effect for you guys?
Adam Lefton says nope. Can you see the chat?
Yeah.
Okay, Creek Mary says no. See, I thought she wrote that song. I thought she wrote that song.
So did I.
And she said it was about her mother. I clearly remember an interview where she spoke about.
No shit. See, I didn't know all that, but that's good that you remember that kind of stuff because it was just like it's a song by this chick. Nobody said anything about it for 20 some 30 years, whatever the hell it was. and then all of a sudden, it's written by Prince. Blah blah blah. So, and like this is something that when it changed, uh, you got your people that are saying, "Oh, it was always that way," and then you got us who like would look into it to find out that it was Prince, correct?
Right.
So now, I mean, it's still written by Prince, I guess. The wiki is goofy on it. Don't check the wiki yet.
Okay.
But but so I was watching this video, and it's like top 10 or top 50 songs that you didn't know were written by other people. I'm like, I bet they're all Mandela effects. Some of them, I mean, I remember anyway, but the point is that I think a lot of them, um, even the ones that like I knew of back in the day, I bet they were effects, for the previous generation or something. They're like, oh wow, I didn't know that was written by such and such. But anyway, so this fucking Nothing Compares to You by Prince was on one video it showed it was Prince. The other one it shows it's by a band called The Family.
Yeah, where Prince was in that band.
See, and that's
And
another
that's
weird
a
thing.
Mandela effect. I have never heard of that band.
Me neither. But like, look at the pictures of the band The Family. None of those people look like Prince. Are you kidding me?
Oh, they
I
don't?
should, yeah, I should show. I think I took a couple of screenshots. Hold on one second. You probably won't even be able to see it that well, but let's see. All right. Who in this looks like Prince?
Yeah, like which one is Prince?
The chick in the middle, maybe, because nobody else looks like him.
No.
Whatever. And then here's another one, some album cover. I better turn the brightness down. Hold on. I don't know if that's even easy to see. Do either of those dudes look like Prince? Not,
No.
not really. No. And everybody else is white, so I'm not even gonna bother. Okay. Here's another, I guess, album cover.
Oh, the pink one? The pink album cover?
Oh, I don't know. There's a few different things that I saw, but none of them look like fucking Prince. Hold on.
Here,
All
wait, look
right,
at this one. I got one for you. Let's see.
go ahead.
Let's see. Look at that one. That's the back of a record. Where is he? That's the band, The Family. And if you look at Prince, and look what I looked up. I don't know. I mean, there's all kinds of pictures of him. There's a picture with him, I think. No, that's the Revolution. So, I mean, I'm sure it's going to come to a point where they're going to be like, "Oh no, he just produced that," or some other bullshit excuse. The Candy Cupcake said, "The black dude in back." Yeah, Dark Wolf says, "I only remember Prince and the New Power Generation." It's just so bizarre. And Philip K. Dick. Oh, Scotty popped off. But like Philip K. Dick, even, um, we've all seen the video with Philip K. Dick. I mean, he wrote like, Total Recall, and he's written all kinds of books and whatever.
I'm sorry, I
And
got.
yeah, what happened?
I don't know.
No, but I was saying, like, even Philip K. Dick, I mean, he saved his son's life because his son was like very ill and that nobody knew what was wrong. And he was saying, there's something wrong with one of his testicles. He has this like rare condition and nobody would listen to him. And he forced the doctors to look for it. He insisted, like, went crazy at the hospital. And they did, and they found it, and it saved the child's life. And he claims that it's because he remembered that happening from another life, but like the
Oh wow.
same life. And it's just like with my
Mm-hmm.
husband when he was cleaning out his dad, he was helping his mom clean up some of his dad's things because my husband's father just recently passed away. If anybody in the chat didn't know, but his mom was saying I can't find like his service revolver. He's a retired police officer. So she was saying I can't find his service revolver. I don't know where it is. It's in this locked box, and I don't know where the key is. He hid the key. Joe walked into his office, and Joe's dad was a collector. Like he had a lot of shit in there, like old police reports and papers and pictures. And I mean, he was not a bad hoarder, but like a slight hoarder. And so he just put his hand right into a Mardi Gras cup full of like nuts and bolts and stuff, and there was the key. How would he know that? It was just shit like that.
I'm not
Like
kidding.
happened.
Can you say something again?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Okay, now I kept cutting any of it, doing robot voice. Probably my.
Yeah, you're cutting in and out for me a little bit.
Say what?
I said you're cutting out a little bit for me, just in and out. Hey, Claire Jane, little baby mama. Did you change your name, Claire Jane?
Really?
Claire, did you put a dash in your name, or did it just change? Now it's Claire Dash Jane. Are you still having trouble?
No, I can hear you.
Okay, cool.
I don't know how long, but
But that's my
yeah.
point. I mean, he insisted that he lived his life over and over and over again. And I watched this movie recently too. It was about a guy who proved the afterlife. It had Robert Redford in it, and
Mm.
his son comes. It's really messed up. It's a movie you need to watch. Find it.
Actually, I don't know if I believe that Philip K. Dick exists at all. Whenever someone has a weird name like that, I just don't trust it.
You don't believe in Philip K. Dick?
No.
I love you.
And anything, they always have these weird names with like Richard, you know, Fat Cock, and just like, Dick Fat Cock. It's like they always have weird perverted names. And, Philip K, like Phil Up. I don't know what the K would stand for, but Dick. Just fucking goofy place. But yeah. And all of a sudden, I never heard of the fuck. I mean, I know other people have, but I never heard of the fucking guy until like reality started going wonky for me. And all of a sudden, oh, there's this guy that wrote all these stories about different realities. And it's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, he did some kind of press conference in the 70s, and they show it a lot on videos where he was like, I believe I've lived this life over and over again. He said, and the only way you can tell is when something changes. So
Yeah.
he was Mandela affected back in the 70s. And
Yeah,
people just thought he was a nut, you
if
know?
I can hear from like someone who like that I trust is affected, and if I hear from someone that says, you know, oh, I saw that that video back in the '80s or something, that then I might believe it, but I don't know. I think most of these things pop up out of nowhere, but that's just me. Okay. So do you want? All right. So I'll play this video. I'm just gonna show little snippets because it's 12 minutes long. Um, but yeah, I wanna see how many of you guys remember these songs actually existing, uh, or if you think that the people actually wrote it that it shows first. Come on, you piece of shit. Okay, here we go. All right, this song. So of course, it's gonna turn. Piece of shit. All right. Did anybody else? Well, obviously, you're gonna know. Somebody else wrote this song. Besides the person I'm gonna show. Um, just let me know if you remember who did it or if you thought it was them. All right, so you saw what that was?
Yeah,
Or,
the Whitney Houston song.
yeah. Now, do you know who originally wrote it?
I do. I do know that one.
Okay. Yeah, I
I'm
mean,
seeing who knows in the chat. Who knows who wrote that song? Adam Leffen says he was contacted by a brunette who told him it was a simulation, like the world is a simulation. Yeah,
cool.
I agree with you, Adam. That's my answer.
Did anybody get it? Or I'll just go
Yeah.
on to the next one. All right, this one fucking blew my fucking mind. You ready for this? There's no way anybody else wrote this song. I don't care what anybody says. Okay. Did you have any idea that somebody else wrote that besides Cyndi Lauper?
No way. Cyndi Lauper wrote that.
No fucking way. So here's the original. Come on, you piece of shit. Here.
Who is that?
Robert Hazard. Robert Hazard.
And he
Who the
wrote it in the same. He wrote it in the same time frame she lived in.
Yeah, you know what? I didn't get the date, I don't think. Hold on. Come on, you piece of shit. No, it doesn't say the year. I'm sure I could look it up later, but, fuck that. I don't think a couple years earlier.
People in the chat are like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, exactly. What the fuck? Girls Just Want to Have Fun by some guy named Rob Has. Please, get the fuck out of here. And this is another one. Hold on,
Effects that piss you off.
yeah.
Here we go.
This is another one that fucking blew me away. All right.
Now, I love that song, and I know who wrote that song.
Who?
Joan Jett.
Yeah. No, not anymore. The Arrows. I'll get. Hold on. All right, here we go.
Who the fuck are the air?
Just some fucking.
When did they write this? Supposedly, like in the 70s, or
Oh, you know what? It does have the year. Hold on 1 second.
yeah, that's what
Um,
I'd like to know.
well, she put it out in '82,
Yeah.
and they put it out. Come on, you fuck. '76.
You're lying to me. That's I hate this shit.
I want to get back.
See,
Go back to
Mandela Miles said it was the Kinks. I think they
really.
I think the Kinks redid it later. I kind of remember them singing that song.
Yeah, that sounds familiar. All right, so that Robert Hazard guy was 1979 and 1982 for Cyndi Lauper, so only a few years later. You know, that's out of character just for, you know, when people do covers, they usually do it from like, you know, in a while before, like 15, 20 years.
Right. Or you know about it. You know that it's like something that's common knowledge that, oh yeah, that's a remake.
Uh-huh.
Especially with as popular as that Cyndi Lauper song is, that's something that would have been known.
Yeah, definitely. Uh,
Adam Leffin says Elvis didn't write any of his own songs, apparently. I mean,
that's funny.
that. I know he was just a performer, but I don't know.
All right. We might all know this one because it's somewhat recent that this has popped up. But, all right, ready? It's a good song. All right, so that was. Come on, you fuck. He never wants to work right. Give me the year, fuckface.
Is that Quiet Riot?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So yeah, Quiet Riot was 1983, and the original band, My Ass. Where is it? Come on. All right. They're called Slade. I've never heard of them before. Here it is. It's very similar. So that was in 1973. So that's at least
What?
yeah. There's no way that song came out in the 70s. I'm sorry. What the fuck? Hold on. Okay, here's another one. Here, this is the original. Remember that one? Come on, you.
See, and I kind of remember that song, but not. I don't know who it is. I kind of sort of remember that song.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you the artist, but
Creek Mira said Laura Bronigan.
I don't know. I can't
Laura
get my
Bronigan.
fucking phone to work. Yeah, that's it. But the original person was Raf, RAF, whoever the fuck that is. 1984 which this is going to make even less sense.
Aw.
Same year. She covered a song by someone else the same year.
The same year?
Same year, both 84. Fuck you. That's bullshit.
That's crazy.
All right. I'm gonna do another one. I'm not gonna keep going back and forth because the phone doesn't want to fucking cooperate with me. So the original one is Gloria Jones, whoever that is, and the remake was Soft Cell. Isn't that weird? Fuck. Me? Oh, okay, there you are.
Oh.
Did you hear that?
It glitched out.
Hello?
Yeah. And see, who is it that sang that?
They were called Soft Cell.
Soft Cell?
Yeah,
I was going to say Backstreet Boys. I'm not Backstreet Boys.
Thompson Twins.
Something like that. Yeah, I can't remember. It was the one that, man, I can't remember anything tonight.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't have been able to tell you that. I probably would have guessed Thompson Twins or something, but I mean, that was shit. That was like a 60s song, but, you know, again, nobody knew these things back in the day. Like, wouldn't they tell you cover song? I don't know.
Yeah, they would. That's something you would know.
I think so. What the fuck?
I think it's just proof that we're repeating. I think that's proof that we're repeating because, like, you know, people, they remember that stuff. Artists, like, are tapped into the consciousness a little bit more than others for some reason, just the creative force that they have, you know, to just create things. And I think they tap into that and they're able to remember the past a little bit better. I think that's why you see, like, camera technology earlier than we used to see it, or, you know, any kind of technology. Like, you could see films of people walking around in Paris back when they didn't even, I didn't think they had video cameras.
Yeah.
The quality, you know, like film quality got better as time goes on. Like in the past just keeps changing. And it's, I don't know, it's proof that we're repeating.
I don't know why or how, but I don't know, there's just too much shit that looks like it's fake. Like, when you look at the World War II footage and shit, it's like, all right, if you go by that, back then they used actual film, and you have all these snippets of like 2 seconds of a cannon firing, and then 2 more. It's like, no, film cost money back then. You know, like, it wasn't digital. It didn't just put it on a drive somewhere. There's no way that someone would cut up, you know, hours worth of film for 2 seconds of a cannon being shot. None of it makes sense. All right, here's some more. This is like, I remember this song from the 90s, but again, it's a cover song.
I can't hear it.
Whatever, it's a shit song anyway. What's this one? I don't know what that is. I think that's it. Oh, wait.
Oh, hey, Scared Performance. What's up?
What's up, dude?
Scotty's a baby bit choppy. Coming out a little bit choppy.
Of course I am. Nothing works. Yeah, fuck it. That's the end of that. I didn't. I mean, Twist and Shout by the Beatles.
No, it was like, yeah, it's kind of going in and out a little.
Twist and Shout by the
Well, how does my
Beatles.
bed? Wait. Scare Performance says, "Hello, all. Let me just get my trolling out of the way. Your bed triggers me. What does that mean? Triggers you for what? To go to sleep? Do you watch me to go to sleep? Because my bed's right back there." Well, it's made. You don't think it's made? It's not made to your specifications. It has to be smoothed out and perfect. No, the thing with us is my husband works overnight and I work during the day. So when he gets up, like, I just kind of make it a little bit so that the sheets and stuff are proper when I get into it. So I don't know. We're sleeping at different times in it. So, I mean, you get tired of making it like trying to sit there and make it perfect twice a day. Scotty, you are frozen. Look at him. It won't even, there it goes. No, it won't even show him. No, but we're talking about repeats, you know. Oh, Scared Performance, I'll ask you if you've seen the Recall Vector video with the Wizard of Oz, like the line that Dorothy says. I mean, there's 5 different versions of it, at least. There's residue for all these versions. And when I really sit and think about it, I can remember every version. So it's like, if that's true, if you can remember every version of something and there's residue evidence out there that it has changed, wouldn't that follow that you're just repeating your life over and over again? And that's the reason for the Mandela effect. That's why it looks different. That's how you could tell it's happening. It's happened so many times that we're starting to like really see it. Like we can't just like not see it. Which part again? The part of the Wizard of Oz where she knows she's not in Kansas anymore. What's the line? What is it that you remember? Because I mean, I suggest everybody watch that Recall Vector video on it. It's just the moonwalk was James Brown, maybe. Probably. He probably remembers Michael Jackson's life and his former life, you know. Like, people want to talk about reincarnation. I say if that is happening, we're living the same life over and over again. It's just the same life over and over and over. There's another movie I saw recently, and I believe it has Robert Redford in it, but I can't remember. But he's the scientist who proves that there's life after death. And his son, he ends up living on some compound, maybe on an island. His son comes there. It's just, and what it's basically saying is that you relive your life over and over again because you either have to make something right for yourself or you have to make something right for someone else. And if you're a believer, maybe that's why, one of the golden rules is, do unto others as you would have them do unto you because they are you, because we keep living this life over and over again with them. Maybe you should be out there doing something for others. Maybe that's the reason you're living this life over again is because you had to do something to impact someone else's life to make things right for them. Maybe everyone that's in your like stream, not like live stream, but in your stream, like your soul stream, maybe you have to get all of their lives right. It's like a group effort. I'm not sure, but I mean, for me, that kind of stuff rings true to me. That's what I think it is. You know, I mean, my husband died. My husband didn't die. My husband's father just died. We just had the funeral last week. And oh my God, what is that noise? Woo. Okay, it's gone. Thank God.
Ah, Jesus Christ. God and baby Jesus, help us.
You're still cutting in and out. You got a bad connection. Maybe. No, but he just died, and like my husband walked around the house like something was locked. He went and put his hand in the cup. He knew where the key was. He's never seen that key before, but maybe he did in another existence. We were going through the state quarters trying to complete some of the kids' collections, and every time one of my kids picked up one, I picked up the same one. Like as we were looking through the pile, that kept happening. Just weird little stuff like that. Just lets you know that you know it's like we are programmed. Our minds are machines. You know, they're programmed to do certain things. We're programmed to live a certain type of life by our biology. But our consciousness is what, we can tap into to change all that. And we're projecting ourselves here from somewhere else. I'm convinced of that. Convinced. So what do you do with that knowledge, I say that you have to go out and help people, I mean, that's why I do this. That's part of why I do this, because I think it helps some people. They can't talk about this to anybody. People think you're crazy.
Oh, yeah.
You know? I mean, this helps give somebody a safe space to talk about what they're fucking saying.
Can you hear me, Martha?
Okay, I can hear you now. Thank God. Are you back?
God.
Yay.
I guess. I don't know.
You sound far away.
This fucking right in my face.
It's. Do you keep switching like devices and headphones and stuff?
Yeah, I just went and got this set because they were brand new. I figured they have to work.
They do work. I mean, I can hear you.
All right. Fucking aggravating.
Shark Gun says, "I think that if we are light, we're a star projecting ourselves here." I agree. I agree with that. Says, "I remember the code as a kid, but I can't explain it here." Another theory that the programming comes in at night. That's why we can't sleep. Yeah, I've always been a night owl all my life. My husband works at night. Like, he can't work during the day. He has to sleep during the day. You just replace the word aliens with demons, as far as I'm concerned. They're interdimensional beings that may not have our best interests at heart. If they were good, we'd know about them. That's what I think. Scotty's frozen. If you can hear me, Scotty, you're frozen. Stopping us. Stopping us from what? Oh, I think you're back. You're so low, I can't hear you. You love difficulties.
Dang it. I'm leaving it there.
Okay, I can hear you now.
Fucking ridiculous bullshit. Piece of crap. Everything's goddamn bullshit technology. Nothing wants to fucking work. Tired of this fucking crap. How about now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, great.
Don't get frustrated.
Well, it's 10 more seconds. It's gonna shut right off again.
It will not. It sounds good now. I think this connection is going to stay.
Okay.
Scare Performance says, "I'm telling you, Dark City is a documentary." Have you ever watched that
Yeah.
movie?
Fuck
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, I want to create a place. I want to be like the main guy and create a place where there's a garden.
I wanna fucking just be in a shack in the middle of the woods where it rains all the time.
Yes, a little shack in the woods with a little metal roof so you can hear the rain.
Yeah.
I saw a property. We're still looking at properties, and he's almost finished with the kitchen floor, and I mean we're going forward with all of our renovations. His dad dying just put an end to that for a while. You know, getting sick like that with the cancer and dying.
Yeah.
But I mean, he just couldn't do anything. So he started up again. He's doing really good, and so we started actively looking. And I found one that's pretty promising. It's
Where's it
like
at?
26 acres. It's in it's off a highway, not highway. It's off of Interstate 20 in Morton. It's on the outskirts of Morton, Mississippi, and it's got like
Okay.
20 something acres. It's got a small house on it, but it's already got electricity to it. The house is more like a little shack, but I don't care about all that.
That's cool.
Yeah. If I can just get to where I can make a Mandela commune, I'll be doing good. I got to get my commune
Damn right.
because I think a lot of us need to do that. Like I know Dark Wolf is setting one up. I mean, if we have them all over, then you know it'll be a private place where we can meet up and like some people like look at Patrick. I mean, I'm sure he could get like a caravan and just come park it on the property and live there. You know, that kind of thing. That
That sounds
Mandela said,
fun.
"I'll buy us a town." I know a town that's for sale in Louisiana, but it's like in the swamp. It's been
Mm.
abandoned. Ooh, on an island? I don't know about an island. I'm scared.
I'm down with an island. But then again, I hate the fucking sun, so never mind. I like the
What?
beach. I said I
You like
like
the
the
beach?
beach. I just don't like the sun. This sun kills me after like 2 minutes.
Yeah, that's why I like the woods
Maybe I
because at
should
least
just
you
live
have.
underground.
Yeah, you could have like a little hobbit house.
Yeah. Seriously, I can't be in the sun for more than 2 minutes. It drains every last bit of what no energy I have.
Yeah. Mandel Miles says we'll make a dome. It'll be like the place we live already. Yeah, we could get one of
Cool.
those geodomes. We could get a bunch of geo. I have one actually, but we can get a bunch of geodomes of different sizes. Apparently, like um, help you tap into different frequencies. So we could have like one of each size.
Neat.
Yeah, we could have a dome to block the sun.
Good.
Let's pool our money and just do it. Buy an island.
Well, I have about, I don't know, $10.
If I can,
If I could,
if we can get this house done, I'll have some money.
I might be able to, if I could get like a decent amount for the crap I have. I mean, I don't know. Most of it's garbage, so I could probably get like a few bucks here and there. But I think the video games, I could probably get like 10 grand maybe. But oh, and if I'm able to cash out
Yeah.
my fucking my pension or whatever, I think that's like 15 grand. Because, I mean, it's not going to be there regardless.
Yeah. Thera Knight asks, does anyone else feel like they gain more energy from darkness than the daylight? Yes, I do.
Yeah.
I feel like the sun drains my energy. And see, that's what I'm saying. That's an opposite. Like, you're always told, oh, like if you get a lot of sun, people say, oh, you look so healthy. It's a healthy glow. Like, the sun is good for you. Maybe it's not.
Or maybe it's just not here because I never felt this terrible. Like, I used to be fine. I used to enjoy going to the beach and sitting in the sun. Not anymore. But I don't know if it's because it's a
Mm-mm.
fake sun or if it's because, I don't know. Maybe I'm a fucking demon. I don't know.
Or maybe it's a lie. Maybe you're told that daytime is good, the sun is good. Maybe it's a lie. Maybe the moon is good. Maybe darkness is good.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean,
Adam says, "I get that's it. I guess we're all vampires then. Maybe so. Yeah, maybe
just
we're the
doesn't make
ones
sense.
creating all this. Maybe we're the vampires sucking energy out of all the NPCs to create this terrible place."
Yeah.
Just
Fucking,
joking. I'm just
it's,
saying.
it could be. I mean, I think that
Salted
whatever
Cedar
this
saying, it is
is,
written.
whatever this place is, I think it's being terraformed, but I I don't know if it's good or bad, who's doing it or what, but yeah. The way the atmosphere is, I can't live in it in the daytime anyway.
Yeah. And Creek Mary says too many mosquitoes. Really, you get mosquitoes at dawn and dusk. I see more mosquitoes during the day. In Mississippi, at least at night, like in the dead of night, you don't see them. You see them at dusk, but they bed down for the night, like where I am.
I think we have most of the day here.
Really?
Think so.
And we can get one of them mosquito machines anyway. You can get these mosquito machines that run on propane, and it attracts them, and it makes your property free of them.
Oh, cool.
What's in the Bible, Mandela Mile? Yeah, anyone remember Jesus being the bright morning star? Now Lucifer is the morning star in its place.
Sounds familiar.
He's the lily of the valley, the bright and morning star. He's the fairest of 10,000 to my soul. Yeah. The light of men. What does that mean? What are you beating on?
Oh, nothing. Just hitting my steering wheel.
Oh. Wow. You just went pixelated. That looked pretty cool.
Sweet.
It was like a rainbow pixelation for a minute.
Oh, I was gonna bring up too. I noticed something on airplanes, but they just talked about it on Scarabs too. But there's these like under. I don't know if it's on all planes. I only saw it on a couple, but they have these like weird little like rudder fins underneath the on the underside of wings of planes now. That popped up out of
What?
nowhere too. Yeah, I'll try to get a picture. Hopefully I saved the picture.
Well, I'm just gonna start doing. I mean, like I said before, I'm just start doing the opposite of whatever is presented. Maybe that's the way. Have you heard from Svetlana lately?
No. I saw her somewhere in a chat room, but I haven't talked to her.
Sometimes I wonder if she's being barred from going online.
Yeah, I don't know. She's definitely not as on, she's not on as much as she used to be. All right. Well, this isn't the best picture ever, but it'll do. You see the little fins underneath?
Oh crap! Can you?
I
Oh shit.
I can hear you.
Okay. Yeah,
Do
there
you
it
see him?
goes. It's like the connection got lost for a second.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me see. No, all I see is your icon.
Uh, I don't know. That's weird because I'm here. You don't see that plane? I guess not. Oh well.
Now I see it.
Oh. All right, ready?
That's weird.
Oh, you do see it? Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I can see it. What are those for?
Hell if I know. Cut through the air, I guess. There's actually little lines you could see coming off. You're not going to probably be able to see it when I hold it up, but what is this? I just typed in airplane, and when you see the Star Wars airplane, just click on that, and you'll see there's little lines coming off the fins, like it's cutting through the air.
Yeah.
And wow, wow, those fucking fins are turned up. That's so weird.
Yeah.
Uh, whatever the fucking the wings. What the fuck? That's probably a fake picture. That doesn't make any sense.
Salted Cedar said they're sprayers.
It might be. I mean, I don't know. It doesn't look like there's anything like a nozzle on it. It just looks like a blade.
Fill up. I need some more liquid. God bless it. My
What the
connection just
fuck?
keeps getting.
I know.
I don't know.
That's
My
so
connection just
fucking
keeps
goofy.
going off and on. There it
Mm.
goes. It's coming back. Can y'all hear me? Well,
I,
yeah. Okay, there we go. There we go. Yeah, see, you and I will still be able to hear each other because we're on the Hangouts, but
okay.
it keeps like losing connection for some reason. I must be right about the repeating timelines. Otherwise, I don't think I would have the technical difficulties. And
Yeah.
it's just like the Brian McFarlane thing. You know, I was supposed to like go on his show and all the stuff, and the night we had it set up, we were going to do it. His fucking hard drive crashed to the point where he had to replace it. So that
Yeah.
just shows you that whatever we're saying is probably right because it's not supposed to get out there.
You know, I have an interesting
Salton says it's
story.
been smooth on this end. That's good. Hmm?
Whoa.
I don't know. What are you seeing? What are you looking at?
I don't know if it's a real picture or not. I guess it doesn't matter.
The more realizations I come to, the more I just think that. Wait, what?
What? What?
You're cutting in and out
Of course.
for me.
Mhm.
You were
Can you see that?
Oh, Adam says, "What's the real?" Oh yeah, I can see it. Here, let me see. Let me click on you. What the hell is that?
4 engines under one wing.
And what is that on the underside of it?
I don't know. Wheels, maybe? Hard to tell.
Maybe.
Yeah, it's a bunch of wheels. There's 7 on each side. That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. Hey, do you ever hear from Corey Jade or Aska?
Nope.
It's like they dropped off the face of the earth. I never see. They don't. I see them in chat
Nothing.
rooms sometimes, but like they don't post videos or anything.
Yeah, I haven't heard them even in a chat in a long time. I asked a bunch of people. Nobody seems to know.
I saw Corey Jade in someone's chat a while back, maybe like a week ago.
Really. It's been at least 2 months for me.
Yeah, Adam, I haven't seen him for a while either. I just wonder, like, are they together?
Oh, yeah. So I got something about Brian McFarlane, and I'm not going to call him McFarlane. So he had a live stream a couple nights ago, and I was on there, and I said I want. He said something like, "What do you guys want to talk about?" And I said, "I want to talk about your name change." And he goes, "Oh, I didn't know it did." And this is interesting because I've messaged him many times about it, at least 5, and he never got back to me. So I'm thinking he never got those messages because he's actually, I don't think he's a bullshit artist. Like he seems like, straight up guy, and he was surprised when I brought it up. And then I was like, yeah, I was like, it changed a couple times. And other people in the chat said, oh yeah, it was McFarland or whatever. But yeah, it was just weird.
And see, that's interesting you say that because I talked to him on the phone. I was on the phone with him, like speaking to him. And I was telling him, I saw videos like you started making videos like earlier than you say you did.
Mm-hmm.
And I told him, your name has changed like 3 times. I told him.
Oh, no
And so
shit.
he's aware of it, but like you told him, like he couldn't remember. Do you see what I mean?
Yeah, he's like, maybe something's like
It's
blocking that.
just,
Like something's putting something over him. So he just, that conversation, I bet he doesn't remember it with you. But why?
it's just nuts.
Mm-hmm.
Because we're
And
riding on another repeat, I guess.
yeah. And I think I brought it up already, but did I tell you like I know of three McFarlanes. All three have changed to McFarlane.
That's weird.
Yeah. Let me think about it. I mean, all three of them are celebrities in a sense. You got Seth MacFarlane, um, Todd McFarlane, who's the guy who created Spawn, the comic book, uh, and then Brian.
Wait, Zach McFarland has changed to McFairlane?
Who's Zach?
Oh, I thought that's what you said. I thought that's what you just said.
No, no, Seth.
Oh, Seth MacFarlane.
Yeah, the
No?
Family Guy. I can't think of any other McFarlanes off the top of my head. Does anybody else know of any?
Let's see. I don't know.
Hey, there's a Disney movie called McFarland USA. Let's keep an eye on that to see if it changes.
Yeah, I just saw that.
There's a
Come
book
on, my
company
internet's
called.
freezing.
Okay, apparently it's about a coach. Uh, oh, guy's name is Jim White.
Theron Knight says it could be clones used to silence the originals.
Creepy. Oh wait, Jim White McFarland. Oh, McFarland High School. That's what it's about. See if that changes to McFarlane High School.
So wait, Seth MacFarlane is now McFairlane?
Yeah,
And see, it's like I know you've told me that before, but it's like I can't. I
it's weird.
know that you've already told me that.
Yeah, I bring it up a lot. I don't know, it bothers me for some reason.
Frequency says like Men in Black blanking people. Yeah. And see, Lisa Harrison said something about that. She was saying, I was watching one of her live streams, and she was saying that they can only put that we are being repeated far, and it's getting to where the time is getting shorter and shorter where they could do it. Like, you know, say 5 years ago, they maybe could push it back a few, for 5 years, but now they can only push back for 3 years, and it's pushed back for 1 year. So maybe it's getting towards the end to where maybe it's natural. Maybe it's just the way we're made.
Oh, fine.
I think a lot of this is natural. I don't think this is a person doing this. It's not a person or a group of people. I mean, I really think it's just got to be not a human.
Something
Mandela
tells me
Miles
it's
says, I don't
evil.
exist at all. I know I exist. Yeah. We're in Pan's Labyrinth right now. And every turn of the labyrinth, every single turn of the maze brings you to another reality.
Eesh.
We're trying to get through. We're trying to reconnect to our source, to, our creator. But we have to go through this life.
I just want to get out.
Yeah, Mandela Miles, like, CERN. Yeah. Yeah. I'm ready to, I don't know, not be stuck.
Yeah, it's
Why'd you
creepy.
retract your message, Darkman? I hate it when people retract their messages.
Me too.
Mandela Miles says, I took over this body and landed on this planet. Mm. Like the Adjustment Bureau blanking people.
That was a good movie.
What, Men in Black?
No, Adjustment Bureau.
Oh, that's a movie?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, because it came out all goofy. That's okay. I'm trying to look up.
I wonder if they have a Dark City director's cut. I haven't watched that in a while. That's a fucking weird
Oh,
one. Oh, you know what? I want to call or I want if you
what?
keep an eye on the Fresh Prince theme song. Because a long time ago I had a weird thing about the lyrics. I thought that you know how it starts off, this is a story all about how my life got flipped, turned upside down. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Keep an eye on I think it's going to change from how to hell, because that's what I thought he said at first. And like, you know, this world is like an upside down version. And it's kind of, hellish. So I don't know. I just have a weird feeling that's going to change to that at some point. I bet it says it now. If I was to like put it on and put it on slow, I bet it's going to say hell. Let's find out. Oh, come on. 10-second ad my ass. Bleh.
Ugh. goes.
All right, let's see what happens. Here we go.
Now this is a story all
All
about how my life.
My thing keeps just popping on and off, like my internet connection.
All right, you ready? Yes? No? Hello?
You sound like automated kind of.
Uh,
All right, there we go.
can you hear me?
Fizzy Pop.
What? Oh my god.
I don't know. They're sitting there having a discussion. Like, what are y'all talking about? Yeah, me too, Mandela Mile. I don't know. His Scott stuff is like tripping in and out. Oh, it sounds fine. Okay, maybe so. So Scotty's not cutting in and out for you, Adam?
Mm.
Uh-oh. Fizzy Pop got to cussing then. Salted Cedar says, witnessing this false force-fed reality breakdown, Satan's construct and how it works is being exposed as the spirit of truth is poured out on all mankind, who we really are and where we actually live. Well said, my friend. My daughter, my 17-year-old was saying, she said, Mom, she said, sometimes I think that we're the fallen angels. Like, we're the fallen angels. Like, all those other stories are just bullshit. We're the fallen angels, and we have to go through this trial to get back to where we were. I'm like, I don't know. That's sweet, though. She's 17. But see, that's what Sharky thinks. Sharky thinks we're trying to get our wings back. You know?
Yeah.
Trying to become celestial beings. Do you know anyone that is good? Why is that? Yes, I know people that are good. I know a lot of people that are really good. At least, maybe that's all I can see. Not perfect, but good. Well, you can't say what's in someone else's mind, can you? You can't really know another person, I suppose.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm pretty good in my mind. You know, I'm always trying to see the best in people, and I always think people are honest. Everything people tell me, I believe. They really get me at work, like joking around with me. They'll tell me something ridiculous, and I'm like, really? So, I
Yeah.
mean, there are people that are good in their minds. You know, I think so. Yeah, Sharkticon says our bone structure is resembling birds in places like it's headed there. Maybe. I want wings. I always dreamed of having wings when I was a kid. Yeah, I think I met one of those recently, Mandela Mile. I met a guy, um, he's new at my work, and he said, have you ever heard of the Mandela effect? I was like, oh my. And I mean, we worked together like next to each other. That's the first person. But there's some things like he just didn't, there were some concepts he didn't get. So it seems like it's pretty new for him. I don't know. I don't know if it'll stick. And he was asking me, when are you streaming? I told him, I was like, look, I have a live stream if you want to. I even told him like he could come on if he wanted to, but I don't know. I think I think the Mandela effect can be trendy in certain circles as well. I think there are people who want to be affected, who want to see it, that they don't, that just because it's so weird and mysterious. But like if you really are, like it's I think it's a blessing in some ways because I would rather know that something's changing rather than not know. But it's a burden too. I don't know why anybody would want this. It's a
No.
burden.
Yeah, it fucks you up.
Ignorance is bliss. But I would rather know than not know. Adam said he's probably a planted agent. And you know what? I hate that you said that because he's like on top of me at work. He's a really tall guy, and I'm 5'3", and he must be like 6'4". And he's just, we're sitting there trying to like, get ingredients, saute, like everything's going really quickly. You have like tickets lining up, and he's just like on top of me all the time.
That's annoying.
It's just like he's right, like if you're showing him how to do something, he's like almost making contact with your body, like so close to you. Yeah, he was asking me all about my channel and things like that, so I don't know. It was kind of weird. Maybe he's a stalker. It's like that, remember when I got picked up on the side of the road, like I got pissed off and started walking down the road, and I got picked up by this guy. I mean, he was like kept circling back, and he's like, get in, I'll give you a ride. And I was like, no, like I really didn't want it. And then he flashed like a badge at me. He was a cop.
Yeah.
And so I felt like I couldn't refuse. There's, because when you're a child, you're taught, to obey, law enforcement and things like that. So I kind of felt like I had to get in the car with him. And so he took me up to the gas station. And when he dropped me off, um, he was like, well, I'll wait for you. I'll carry you home. And I was like, well, no. I was like, it's okay. I'm just going to drink. I was like, go ahead, but thank you. And when I came back out, he had been waiting for me.
That's creepy.
And so when I came out, I quickly tried to walk around the building to get away from him. And he went, hey, Martha, wait.
Oh,
And
that's so creepy.
I never told him my name.
Ugh.
I made it a point not to tell him my name because I'm a felon.
Yeah.
And I don't need him calling up my parole officer or something. Saying he saw me in distress walking on the side of the road. I don't need a home visit or some shit from her.
Ugh.
So I was very careful not to even tell him my name, but he knew my fucking name. He knew who I was. It was weird.
That can only be two things. a fucking a demon or some shit, or they're they're watching you and they know your every move, and they were intercepting you to, I don't know, get information or something.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
Oh, Michelle. Why did you delete Michelle's opinions? What did she say? All she said was "Hey" at Salted Cedar. Wait.
Well, that's enough. Get her out of here. Well, she also said, "Hey, Fizzy Pop." That's enough. Out.
He said I was. He said he was testing out the wrench.
Classic.
That's like the sweetest lady ever. He shouldn't time her out. He said I'm a pirate. He's being naughty. You're being very naughty.
Nice.
It's not nice. No, sir. Don't do that.
The Scarab show the other night was really good. I don't know if you saw that one. What the hell's today? Monday? I guess it was Friday's. Friday's show was really good.
Friday show. I haven't seen
Yeah,
it.
it's good stuff. You know what? Actually, that's something to fucking discuss. I've noticed a huge change in Guy Fawkes, who's on with Scarab all the time.
Really? What have you noticed?
Like when I talked to him for that, in which I have to go back and re-listen to that interview because I want to see if it went differently. But he was super serious before, and like he's super like jokey like now. Like he's always cracking jokes, and it's like it's cool. He's very silly and all, but like he was just like not like that before. He was just all about all business. Like Scarab, do you remember that at all? Or has he always been like that for you? Because, I mean, I don't know. I talked to him for like damn near, I think, 3 hours that night, and I don't think he cracked a joke once.
Fizzy Pop says she's a bad influence.
Yeah.
They timed out Michelle's opinions, like just joking, and she left. Oh, hope she comes back. Well, tell her I love her. Here, let me say, where is her shit? She was timed out. I can't do anything. All right, there we go.
She should be back any minute.
Okay. Dark Wolf, tell her that I gave her a wrench. Now nobody can time her out. How about that? How about that? I love her. I watch her. I watch her stuff. Like a lot of times, I'll put on her live streams while I bathe, so I can just listen to them. Because she's always so positive and sweet. So, oh, come on now. Just a little bit. No. I guess nobody's truly good.
No.
But that's the thing. Okay, and I don't want to piss anybody off, but in the Bible, if it says if you're made in the image and likeness of your creator and you have you're born, you have a dualistic nature. You're naturally, do you do good and bad things, or what's deemed as good and bad feels natural to you. Like when you're a kid, you go up to a magazine rack and pull all the magazines down. You're
Yeah.
not supposed to be doing that, but I mean, it's just something you do. Like you have a natural curiosity. I mean, that I think that God is misrepresented a lot. I think he is good and bad. I think he's just like us.
Probably.
I think he's both. He's everything. You know, I think saying
I,
that. I mean, if you've created things that have turned on you, I don't know. He just exploded. I mean, I stand by my belief that he exploded himself apart to make us. He took pieces of his DNA and just made us, and we are like him. Unfortunately,
yeah.
we're good and bad. Maybe he
I,
needs all of us to strive for perfection in order for himself to be perfect. Who knows?
I,
Yeah,
I t- tend to think that I'm a little bit more good than bad. Like, I definitely don't, or at least I try not to be like a dick to people unless, unless they annoy the piss out of me. But like, for the most part, I don't treat strangers poorly unless
right.
unless they're assholes off the bat or something. And I like to help people and all that, but I don't know. There's certain things that make you not be good all the time. We're in a shitty place.
But just like with me, like I feel like there's a part of me, like I've said it before, there's a part of me that's just a little bit cold.
Yeah.
Like something happened in my life and recently, and I made like a joke about it because I don't know, I just do stuff like that. It made my
Yeah.
and we were going through that horrible situation of his dad dying. It made my husband laugh. He was like, "That's so horrible for you to say. Like, what's wrong with you?" But I don't know.
Yeah, everybody's got their bag of shit.
Yeah,
That's why I mean I try not to judge people because everybody has something that's fucked them up at least a little bit. So, you know, I try not to take some things personally like that, but I don't know, there's some people are just like way fucked up towards people for no reason. Like if it's like for a power trip or something, like how people get with like they think they're better than someone. If they're doing that all the time for no good reason, like to feel like they're superior, that's fucked up. But like,
yeah,
every once in a while, you're gonna snap on a good person and you don't really mean it. So I don't know.
yeah. Poppy said, "I'm broken."
Damn right.
Oh, Sharktica Noah says, "Did y'all know the Egyptian eye symbol on writings looks like the split section of our brain? Yeah, like the eye of Horus right in the middle of your head."
Yeah.
People say that's the reptilian part of your brain. I don't know though. And see, I have a tumor in my pituitary gland. It hangs off like the bottom of your brain, in between like your stem and your eyes. The pituitary gland. I have a tumor in it.
Mm.
Oh, there's Michelle. See, Michelle, you have a wrench, so now nobody can time you out. You can't time out a moderator. So I'm gonna take Dan's wrench away for being
Creek
very
Mary,
naughty.
Creek Mary wrote, I have wondered if being broken is what makes us able to see. Um, like, do you know the thing that really set you over the edge? Because, like, that's something that, like, pretty much we all can agree on is that, like, something has broken us. And,
Oh, well, for me, it was prison.
yeah.
That
And
broke my spirit.
what year was that?
I was found guilty at trial on December 12th, 2012.
Huh. And that's about the time that shit started happening for you, right?
Oh yeah, well, see, but I saw it before, but that's what pushed it over the edge to
Yeah.
where that's when I just really, because I was in there, isolated basically from everybody I know. I didn't have any personal possessions really. I mean, for 2.5 years, I lived like that.
Yeah.
And I mean, a lot of people get worse in there. A lot of people do. I mean, I've seen people do the worst things to each other. But then there's some people that use that as a opportunity to like retrain their mind, and that's what I did. I chose that path. I learned. I
Yeah.
mean, I meditated, all that stuff. I read that book, like The Power of Now,
Mm-hmm.
and learned how to turn my thoughts off and things like that. And when I got out of prison, it was like the world blew up.
Hmm. Interesting.
That's when, it really just, I mean, and then there's all of a sudden all these videos like the earth is flat, and it's all this stuff we've been talking about for years, my husband and I.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden everybody knew it.
That's crazy. Does everyone in the chat want to like do you want to share the things that broke you? Like I can't even say for sure if this is what did it for me, and it's gonna sound so ridiculous, but I think it was the year my one cat Nuggets died. Like I fucking lost it, and like after that happened, everything went to shit.
Like
And
it broke you emotionally, it broke your spirit.
yeah, yeah, it
Because I
it
think
fucking destroyed
that's
me.
one of the things, like when Mandela Effect was putting together that group, that is one of the main things he looked for. A moment like that. And I think for
Yeah,
him, the death of his kid.
yeah.
But we've all had some kind of horrible, just like turning point. Mandela Mile said Land did it for me, and a suicide, they saw it. Huh? Ooh. What about you, Scared Performance? Like, was there some kind of, I mean, have you gone through like some type of trauma? Like, I mean, like when you really started to fully realize what this was? Oh, Lord, they're having an argument. Are you seeing the chat?
I'm just trying to read it right now.
Yeah. Poppy Elm says abuse, drugs, suicide possible. See, but that's the thing. I had a horrific childhood. I went through Katrina, but being in prison, that's what broke me. Being isolated from the world is really what broke me.
I'm sorry, can you repeat that again?
I was saying, a lot of us have had horrible childhoods. Like I had a horrible childhood. I went through Hurricane Katrina, all that junk. But being in prison and being isolated like that, that's what broke me.
Yeah.
That's what broke my mind. But I don't see it as a bad thing. Poppy
Mm.
said she's almost died a few times. And see, a lot of times people say they've had near death experiences. And then when they get back, this is what they see. Yeah, tell us, Michelle. Whatever it is. Y'all can hop on and hash it out if you want. Put your email up. I'll send you an invite. I mean, that way you can just talk and get it over with. You know, and it's out there.
Word.
Me and Scott will be your moderators.
Yay.
Because that's the thing, guys. It's about building bridges. We're all supposed to know each other. We're all supposed to meet. We're supposed to have a meeting of the minds. You can't have conflict. So if there's a conflict, let's just talk about it. And
You know, there's bound to be people that don't get along with each other here and there, but
that's the thing. You have to
know.
sit there and search. There, like for example, there was a woman that I worked with, and I mean, she's the most annoying person I think I've ever met. She's very loud. She's just like one of those people who's always been single because nobody could stand to marry her. And when I met her, I thought nobody liked her. And I thought to myself, God, why did I pray for patience? And I went and sat during the orientation. I went and sat right next to her. I befriended her, and really to this day, we're friends. And she's the kind of person, she'll do anything for you, but she's annoying. And I just tell her straight up, you know, you can't say that to people. But, you know, I love her because I know she's human. I know she's real.
Sorry, I have to get a drink.
Yeah, I agree, Scarab. Coming together, crazy accusations. I don't know who said what about you, but I know. I mean, I listen to you, and I feel that's the thing. We sit here and watch each other. We listen to each other, and I mean, I've watched you, and I think you're a good guy.
Me too.
You know. Oh, bye, Adam. I love you. Love to you, brother. You're always good to me. I appreciate it.
Hopefully that works.
What does that mean, defund your Patreon? Like when somebody decides not to be a patron anymore?
I don't know. Where do you see that?
On Scare Performance's comments. I have a Patreon, but it's crochet. I haven't put any videos up yet. Because it's hard to edit the videos. Like, I didn't realize how much work that shit really is.
Oh, it's such a pain in the ass.
Doing live streams is easy.
Mm-hmm.
But like when you're trying to sit there and like instruct and like show somebody something, that's hard. Because I mean, like I'll mess up and I have to like pull it out and redo, and I'm like, well, shit, I got to refilm that. So I've got a lot of footage, but I just got to put that shit together. I don't know, it's hard. It takes a long time.
When I did I went to that E3, that video game conference back in 2009. And I took a bunch of footage, and like, if you looked at it like all by itself, you're like, this is garbage. Like, there's nothing here. So, you know, I had to sit there and like, I came up with an idea what I could do with it. And after everything was done, and I actually like wrote out like a little story to go along with it and all that. It took like, I think 2 weeks, and I'm talking 8 hours a day, sometimes more, of putting crappy clips together and audio editing in the background and all this shit. 2 weeks of like 8 hours plus a day, and it ended up being about a 15-minute video. It ended up pretty good for what it was, but think about
Yeah,
how much fucking time. It was fucking
absolutely.
nuts.
Those
It's
people
kind.
who the people who do Patreon earn every penny of that shit because that stuff is not easy.
Yeah.
It's really a job. And like when you
Mm-hmm.
support, I just believe when you like love someone's content and they are on Patreon, you should support them because I mean this takes up a lot of time,
Yeah.
especially if they're sitting there, like actually putting out like videos,
Yeah.
or putting out instructional. A lot of the Patreon people are like doing crafts and like teaching you how to do things, which I like.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. Yeah, Mandela Miles says no problems, just solutions. I agree. I'd rather see a resolution than an argument. Because sometimes, I find like when someone is mad at me, I like to just I go up to them and I annoy the shit out of them until if they don't want to talk about it, I'm like, come on, let's just hash it out because I may be doing something wrong and I need to modify my behavior and I need to know that, you know? So sometimes something good, I can grow from that. It's all in how you look at it. I'm not showing up to you. Nice going off the first time. I thought it was just an oversight, but twice in a row. Oh, she was a little hurt that you said hello to everybody but her. Listen to this, Michelle. Svetlana and I saw her in chat rooms like for a few days. And I would make comments to her, and she couldn't see them. And there are people that come on here that I can't see, like QP. I can't see her. It's almost like I don't know if it's YouTube doing it. I don't know if it's like the simulation doing it. But sometimes, or maybe like you're on one timeline, he's on another. Maybe he didn't see your comment. I mean, and that stuff happens with this. Oh,
So what's this about? Because Scarab didn't say hello or
yeah,
something? Uh,
that's what it looks like. Did you read all of them?
I think yeah, I think I got it
The
all.
part one, part two, part three.
Yeah.
That's the thing, scare performance. In this life, you can either be a victim or a victor. I choose to be a victor, always.
I choose victim.
My mom is like that. She's always like, oh, it's always something. Every time I call her, she's like, oh, this is going on, that is going on. Like all of these created crises. She's such a narcissist. And I just listen. And I think to myself, I'm so glad I left the day I turned 18 and I don't have to deal with her bullshit. It's just constant like drama. Something's always wrong.
Yeah.
That's like my mom is. So I know people like that. I grew up like in a house like that. But when people act like, I mean, that's the reason I don't visit her though. Or well, I mean, there are other reasons, but that's the main reason I just can't be around her. Like I don't want to
Yeah.
hear it because it's very conflict free in my house.
Mm.
Everybody gets along. The kids don't hate us. Let's see. Michelle, if you're bullied by people in a stream, what you do is you just go to those dots, and if you hit report, you'll never see their comments again.
I don't think it's report. I think block this user. Oh, but
Yeah. If you actually report someone, though, you will never see their comments. Like, there are a couple people I've done that to. Like, there's just like, trollers like that use cuss words and stuff like that. I'll go ahead and just report them. And that way you never see them in another chat. And I can see other people interacting with them, but I could never see their comments. They become invisible to you on YouTube. So there's that. That's a solution to it. And people are going to be ugly wherever you go. I mean, at your job, I'm sure there's somebody who's ugly to you. When you go to the grocery, like where my daughter works, people don't talk to her, they're ugly to her. So that's just part of life, I wouldn't worry about it too much. It's just when people are mean to you, it just means you're doing something right. So if you feel like you've been bullied, then rejoice. Do something right. Okay. Be a victor.
I'm going to be a victim that changes his name to Victor. That way I get the best of both worlds.
Scared's like, now you know the rest of the motherfucking story.
Dang.
Motherfucking story. My husband uses that word as an adjective all the time. It's hilarious.
Cupie. Who reported Cupie? What? What the fuck?
Is that somebody messaging you or me? Could be me.
Me.
Oh my God, somebody just messaged me that I haven't seen in forever.
Oh, yeah?
He's just like, hi. I'm like, okay. Thank you for subscribing, Michelle. At 1:06 a.m. This is a guy I worked with like 2 years ago. Sounds like he's trying to get a booty call.
Ooh.
Which is never going to happen. He's barking up the wrong tree, dear, because I'm married.
Tell him I'll go over if he wants.
Yeah.
Everybody wants a piece of that.
Scary Performance says, I grew up in a suburb near the ghetto. There was some overlap. Yeah, see, I grew up like in New Orleans where everybody's mixed together. So.
Ah, crap. I forgot something. Hold on.
Oh, well. The laundry's been aired. What can you do? Ooh, what kind of surgery are you having? See if I can go back up. Two a.m. booty call. I know. And like we've never even talked like that. I don't even know what these people are doing it. Fizzy Pop, I love you. That was funny. Should I list all my disorders too? I want sympathy. That's funny.
Ooh, I want in. I want to list some of my problems.
Oh, what are all your problems? Let's hear it.
Oh, I don't know. Let's see. My back hurt. My neck hurt.
My neck.
Shit.
My back.
My neck and my back.
My neck. My
teeth
back.
are falling out. What else?
Your teeth are falling out.
Oh yeah, they're fucking terrible.
I have trouble with mine. I have like 1, 2. I have 3 crowns, and I really need another one. I just keep getting them crowned. Like so eventually, I'm gonna have nothing but gold teeth in my mouth.
We talked about this the other day, I think. Did you ever check out that channel Critical Break that I was saying?
Yeah, and he was saying something about our teeth.
Mm-hmm. There's a bunch of symptoms that a lot of us have, and she thinks it has to do with I'm sure Poppy will remember. It's a gene like MTFHR or some shit like that, and there's some kind of disease like that DEP. I'll have to relook it up. You know what? I'll get the video and I'll post it in the chat again because
Yeah,
even
post it.
though even though like it's important and everybody should watch it, I still haven't watched it again.
That's me getting a message,
Oh,
probably.
okay. Yeah, it's it's probably something we should all be looking into. Where did it come on?
Poppy Elm says, turns out I'm negative. Negative for what? Like a negative person? Damn, I've missed all kinds of messages. I have tons of messages on my phone.
Dang.
I'm just like, I don't know. That motherfucker gene. MTHFR gene.
There you go. What did I say it was? Something like that.
I don't know, but it looks like an abbreviation for motherfucker.
Yeah, it does. That makes sense.
That makes sense. It's the naughty word gene. That's funny. Okay, I'm clicking on this link. Oh, she looks like a nice lady.
Yeah, she's awesome. Her let's see, not I don't remember which one it was, but I think it was from yesterday. She had one where she showed a picture of she caught a portal and a spirit coming through it, and it literally looks like death with the cloak and the fucking sickle.
Oh my
Yeah,
goodness.
I'll show you the picture. I saved it. It might not come through well on this, but I'll tell you because it looks a lot like I'll show you the video game Castlevania. There's like death with the sickle, and I have a
Yeah.
picture of that too. All right. Hopefully you could see this well. All right. Do you see it? Like how? Where's my finger? All right. That's death, and the sickle is coming out, like hanging off the back a little bit.
Oh yeah.
Now check this out. Hold on one sec. Like, looks very similar.
It does look very similar. That's strange.
Uh,
Yeah.
let's see. So yeah, I thought that was pretty fucking crazy.
Hey, Alone One. I haven't seen you in here. Michelle was talking about like her health stuff. Um, if you, I don't know how well you know Poppy, but Poppy knows a lot about all that stuff. Like her and I have had a lot of issues with autoimmune disorders. I mean, I've had lots of issues, and I've gotten some of mine in remission. They've reoccurred, and I mean, I just sit there and experiment with different vitamins and different methods. That's my suggestion. Just keep trying. Just keep trying to find something that works for you. Everybody's different. Not every diet's going to work for everybody. Not every vitamin's going to work. But like my sister takes spirulina every day, and when I take that shit, it does something to my brain that I don't like. So people are different. Yeah, that Norway spiral in the sky, it was hard to believe that was real. That's crazy.
Yeah, it was some shit.
Yeah. All right, Poppy. Poppy says she'll be right back.
Oh, I saw another weird video today. Some dude, I think it was from last year, he captured, there was like a guy on the train talking to himself, and
Yeah.
um, and in the video, like it's a two-part video. In the first part, you just see the guy, and then the second part, there's like two ghoulish figures. One is sitting right next to him, and like they have like white faces, not like pale, but white faces. And then the other one, when the train is bouncing around, he starts swaying from side to side, and you can see like the other white being is like swaying out of sync, but it's as if it's in his body. It's so fucking
Damn.
creepy. I'll get the link to that too. That's some fucking shit.
Yes, I want to see that. That sounds interesting.
It creeped the shit out of me, really.
Yeah.
Fuck, where'd it go? Damn it. Okay, got it.
I'm going to take y'all with me because I'm going to go make coffee. I know I shouldn't be drinking coffee, but no, I won't drink coffee. I want to. I've been drinking this stuff called, I'm sure you've heard of it, the bulletproof coffee. I'll drink like this organic coffee and I'll put like coconut oil and like grass fed butter and like cocoa powder and cinnamon in it. It's really good. It makes you feel really good too.
Word.
Word up. Okay, let's see. What is this?
Okay. I just put the second part in because that's the interesting one. But you could play. I mean, the sound isn't
I'm gonna
important, so
play
you
it.
yeah, play it up. It's fucking crazy.
Trying to
I
get
don't
it to
know
go
if you
backwards
can
here.
control the speed of it. You should put it on slow motion too. But if not, whatever.
Oh yeah, I can control the speed. Let's see.
Cool.
Yeah, because it's got a little control on there. Let's see. Sure, I got it all the way up. What the fuck is that?
Right?
Wait a second.
Full screen that shit.
Okay, let's see. So 0.75 is the slowest that I can do it, or is it 0.25?
0.25.
Okay, I'll do that. Okay, I'll make it full screen. All right. Where did it go? Play it. You can see it?
Well, on mine, I only see it in small on the small box, but it's probably fine on the actual replay.
Dude, what are those things that are talking to him?
Huh?
Dude, what is that? That is just freaking me out on that video.
Like I'm sorry, say again?
I'm saying, what are those things? There's like one sitting next to him.
Yeah, and the other one is like in his head or something. Or it's either that or it's right behind him. But they have white faces and they look like they're wearing sunglasses or something. They're very creepy.
That is creepy.
I mean, I put the thing in the chat, but I don't remember what the guy's channel's name is.
It
I
is. Let's see. Oh, God bless. I'm trying to pop my screen over. There it is. Joe Jackson.
Okay. Yeah, I sent him a message earlier today too, and he replied back. I'll see what he said.
What did he say? I'm gonna subscribe to him. That was really bizarre. See what the chat has to say. Looks like skin deep. Alone One says, we have the eyes to see and ears to hear. Those beings have been with us all along. We can just see them now.
Okay, I asked him, hey, could you see those two white ghoulish figures while you were recording it? And he said no, just on playback. He was talking to himself.
Oh, so he was just videoing a guy like talking to himself. He didn't see
Yeah,
those things.
that's fucking terrifying. Fuck that.
Well, your eyes can only perceive like maybe 60 frames a second if you're really good, and they make televisions that go even faster. So if you think
Mm-hmm.
about it, if something's on a frequency where it's going faster than you, I mean, there could be things like that existing all around us, and I believe that there are.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Like you're vibrating faster than some things are vibrating faster than you. And I think that's how all this works too.
Mm-hmm. Even shit like if you watch like chimps or monkeys in general, like as they go through the trees, like they like super fast and like I think we're capped off, like purposely cut down, I guess through DNA or whatever, however that fuck that shit works. But
Programming, who knows?
yeah, it's like that they will swing through trees, hook a left or right through the branches without like skipping a beat, and it's weird too because a lot of those animals are like pretty slow, laid back, and like don't run around all day. It's just like at certain points they'll like snap into fast motion and just be able to do that shit. It's like how do they do it?
Well, you've seen parkour before, huh?
What's that?
You've never seen parkour?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, humans can do that. We just don't. We don't because we don't believe we can. And maybe
Hmm,
that's the whole point of it. Maybe there's all kinds of things we can do, but we just don't try because we don't believe we can.
probably.
Just like in the Matrix movie where they were like, try jumping from one building to another and people would just fall. Even though they know it's a simulation, they know that they can do it. There's still something blocking them, like, I'm
Mm-hmm.
going to fall.
Yeah. It's crazy. It's a shame, really. It's like Sharky was saying that one day. I bet we could all fly if we weren't taught that we can't.
Yeah. Buddhist monks levitate. That's how bumblebees
Mm,
fly. They don't really fly, they levitate,
mm-hmm.
you know? I mean, if animals in the kingdom can do it, we certainly can.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, that was another thing I forgot to ask you. Did you ever contact Jams? Do you want to do that thing? I don't know if he still has an opening, but Wednesday
What
nights
is it?
he's doing like a panel show thing.
Okay, yeah, I want to do it.
Uh, do you have his email or whatever?
Well,
Actually, I'm sure.
I'm on the Jimmy Jams group.
Oh yeah, just contact him through that then. I'm sure. I mean, yeah, I could get. I think he said he wants people to email him, but I know I have his email. Hold on.
You just send it to me on Messenger or something.
Okay.
Michelle says, "Yeah, email him. I will. Be fun. I wouldn't do a panel.
Hell's yeah. Okay, here. Okay. All right. Yeah.
Dark Wolf says, "I can't wait to see who all he chooses for his panel. Yeah, that'd be fun. What? It's the Jimmy Jam show.
Yep. Yep.
Jimmy Jam show. It's the Jimmy Jam show. I think I've seen a UFO. I love that. I'll sit there and sing that just like it's catchy. Got stuck in my head.
Yeah, it definitely gets stuck in your head. I don't like rap, you know that, but that's the only song I like.
I like the other stuff he plays because I
What
was
other stuff?
born in the country, like all that stuff.
Oh, fuck that shit. Oh,
I
it's
like
so
if you're from the
obnoxious.
South though, you're gonna like that.
No, I wouldn't. Trust me. Ugh. What's that other awful song he always plays? Is it is that the same one with the? It's like white boy, blah 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 blah, white boy, piece of
I don't
white
know.
trash. It's awful.
Well, that's the thing in the South, like because it's poor, it's it's doesn't make as much money as some other states.
Uh-huh.
Like there's a big discrepancy between the haves and the have-nots. You know,
Mm-hmm.
like where I live, I mean, I am surrounded by $1 million homes, but there's
Really?
this one, yeah, oh yeah, there's this one little neighborhood here that has starter homes and stuff. It's like you almost can't afford to live in some of the communities around here. Like
That's
in
crazy.
Madison, you cannot find a house for under $200,000, which is a lot here.
Mm-hmm.
In some places, that's cheap for a house, but here, that's very expensive. You
Yeah,
know?
in New Jersey, I think that's about what a okay place goes for.
Yeah.
So it's
Well,
it's
like,
it's really crazy. That's way too much money for some pieces of plywood
yeah, yeah.
and
The houses
pipes.
aren't even. They can't even decide what style they want to go to. They're not architecturally correct. They always have problems. They're not built well. So I'm just not. I'm not worried about all that. It's just bullshit. Doesn't matter in the end.
Mm-hmm.
I just need a roof over my head.
Yeah.
Dark Pool says, and yes, Martha, being from the South, I can appreciate those songs. Yeah, this is not my favorite. I wouldn't download it, but it's like, I got it. I like it.
I tend to like things with instruments in it and stuff. Oh, this thing's gonna fucking die already. You gotta be kidding me. Sigh. Of course I have
So you
no
said it's going to be on
panels.
Wednesday nights?
Yeah, I think he's starting it. Well, it's Tuesday now, but
Yeah.
I think he said he's starting it tomorrow. But I mean, I'm sure he'll tell you this anyway. He said, if if you're gonna do it, he wants to know for sure that you'll be able to make it every week.
What
But if you,
time?
it's a well 10 p.m. for us because we're East Coast, so 9 for you.
Mm. Like I could probably do it at 10, but I don't know about 9.
Oh, really?
Because I
Well, I
usually
mean,
get off.
talk with
I
him.
usually get. Well, yeah, just see. I usually get off of work at 9 o'clock.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, at first I told him I was like, I'll be a backup guy or whatever, because I was like, I don't know if I'll be able to make it, but being that it's 10 o'clock, only one day a week, and I'm not doing shit, so there's no way I won't be able to make it.
Okay, emailed him.
Cool.
Oh, this is Michelle's asking who you are. This is Scott Balo. You should know who Scott Balo is. He's awesome.
Eh,
He's my best buddy. Usually, if I stream,
indeed.
I'll send. I mean, usually if I'm streaming, I've got him on here, just because it's nice to talk to somebody.
Yeah.
You know, somebody who's, you know, it's hard to find someone who thinks pretty much what you do, because this is such an unknown thing that we discuss.
Yeah.
Like we know it's happening, nobody knows why. That's why we're all doing this. Yeah, it's just a chat name, Michelle. I use my sort of my real name. It's really my maiden name because I'm not Martha Jane anymore. Now my maiden name is my middle name. When I got married.
Yay.
Oh, Poppy, you said houses where you are cheap.
Oh, yeah. Tell fucking Poppy, tell her about the one that you were looking at. She was looking at one recently that was like super fucking cheap. I gotta go get a
Really?
fucking battery for this thing. Hold on.
Okay. Mandela Mile, you have 6 names? Wow. Well, like my name is like if you go to my banner on my channel, I have links to like my Instagram and my Facebook. So you'll see like my real name is Martha Webb Mestovich, but my maiden name is Martha Jane Webb. So that's why, I keep the Jane in there because I lost that when I got married. You know, because traditionally, you drop your middle name and you take your maiden name on as your middle name. So that's what I did. You can add it. I mean, people do whatever they want these days, but I did it traditionally. Dark Wolf, you're a scoundrel. Scoundrel. That is it, Poppy? 69,000? Theron says I just use my real name. Same. Yeah, me too. I'm findable. I'm very findable. Which bothers my husband, but
So what did Poppy say? 69,000? I thought she
yeah,
said
that's
Pop
cheap.
Poppy, wasn't there one that you were talking about that was like 17,000 or some shit like that?
3,000 square feet, 3 bed, 2 bath, move in ready. What? That is crazy. You ought to get it, Poppy.
Fucking A, yeah.
Let me see if I can find. I don't know if I still have that tab open.
That sucks.
What? Oh, it's
She said
sold.
she said it's sold. But I mean, think about that. That like I have absolutely nothing. Like I have like $10, but I bet I have enough shit that I could sell that's worth $17,000.
Yeah. Oh, here you can buy houses that are that cheap, but they're in Jackson and they're like blighted
Yeah.
houses. You'd have to put a lot of money into them. There are some that are pretty decent, but it's like they're in such horrible neighborhoods, like neighborhoods where like it's not uncommon to hear gunshots and stuff. Like who
Yeah,
wants to
fuck
live there?
that.
Everybody's got bars on their windows, and
No
I mean
thank
it's
you.
not where I live, but it's like up the road, like in Jackson, Mississippi. It's pretty rough. Poppy said she looked at one a 5-bed, 3-bath on a double lot for 35,000.
That's amazing.
That's amazing. See, here it's the land's a little more expensive. I mean, it's cheap in some respects, but it's a little more expensive than some places because you could actually farm the land here. So the
Mm-hmm.
land's worth, and it's worth more than like if you clear it, you can do at least you can have like a pine tree farm. You know,
This is
and a
unfucking
lot of people
believable.
do
Now
that.
this thing,
Hmm.
the tablet's dying now too. Now I gotta go get another goddamn cable. This is ridiculous.
Poppy, you don't need a down payment. Let me tell you, there's this loan, and it's called a USDA loan. Look into it, USDA, like the people that do meat inspections. But there are these USDA rural home loans, and they are zero down loans. And all you have to do is find a house in a qualifying area. And if it's a rural area, it qualifies. Like nearly the entire state of Mississippi qualifies. So I bet where you are it does. Look into it. USDA home loans. And it's zero down. And they even pay 3% of the closing costs. And see, the person, if you're working with a loan officer, they're not going to tell you about those because they don't make as much commission on them. So, but yeah, you can just ask them. I need a USDA loan.
Yeah, it should last for a while.
The hell? What are you laughing about?
Always something.
What? What is it?
I'm out of cigarettes now.
Now you gotta go to the stove.
No, I mean I have some inside, but I think I'm gonna try to get by on just this one for at least 5 minutes.
Who is the boom? They're talking about people that's. Are you talking about Boom Boom? Oh, and Poppy, you don't even these USDA loans. You don't even have to have perfect credit for them. So, and they're low. They're low interest. They do it to try to stimulate. It's like a government loan, but they do it to stimulate people buying rural lands because most people want to live in the city. So Look into it. I mean, I bet you can get one. Even if you have a collection, so fucking what? Yeah, I know Boom Boom. I think Boom Boom subscribed to this channel. I think. I've seen Boom Boom in here anyway. Oh, you can't have collection? Mm. I just keep working at it. I'll be praying for you. It's very stressful to move and try to get all that shit together. Oh, Dark Den says, I think she's one of my thumb downers. Yeah, there's one person, I don't know who it is, but they thumb down every single video of mine. I'll usually have at least one. I don't know who it is, that somebody just dislikes me, I guess.
I don't even pay any attention to that shit.
I can't, yeah, that's the thing, I just can't care about it.
Yeah, fuck them.
You know? Free will, you don't like it, don't watch.
Yeah.
We're here just to chit chat and talk about shit. Whatever comes up. See, that's why nearly everybody on here is a wrench. It keeps the trolls away. Like, hell, when's the last time you saw a troll on my channel? It's been a long
while.
time.
Yeah.
Because every single person has a wrench, pretty much. Salted Cedar does that, and I've noticed. I noticed that, and I was like, that's a good idea. Just everyone you see, if you see somebody and they come in, pretty frequently, make them a moderator. Keeps the trolls at bay. It makes them nervous when they come in here and they see every single person in here's got a wrench, and they're just like, well, fuck it, I can't mess with anybody.
Yeah.
As long as they're watching. And remember, a thumbs down is still a response, according to YouTube. Like, if you're into that, like if you're trying to build a channel or whatever. Well, they'd have to be pretending to be a nice person for a while, Dark Wolf. Yeah, it does. Poppy said she started doing that because it makes it easier to tell who's new.
Yeah.
Poppy does her videos during the day, though. She gets a lot of watchers. I'm like the night owl. I do all mine at night. My hair is starting to look white. Look at that. It's like getting blonde or white or something.
Can't really tell.
Oh, well. I look like I've aged a lot. All that, crying and stuff, it's not good for your skin.
Yeah, I must have the worst skin ever.
Do you cry a lot?
Well, I haven't really been lately, but there was a little while there every day, and for no reason.
Yeah, just the depression.
It's weird. Yeah. I don't know. No biggie.
Yeah, Poppy says this shift I look older. I do too. I look a bit older. But it might be just because I've been crying a lot. Some points in my day I just think about my father-in-law and I just start crying.
Yeah.
We're still grieving, It's going to take a minute to get over it.
Yeah. I think I'm getting younger.
You think you're getting younger looking?
Yeah.
I think I was for a while, and then I don't know. I think the grief is getting to me, though. Michelle says, do you think there are multiple timelines we hop back and forth on? Yeah, I think they're all going on at the same time, but, there's there's a way for us to like kind of pierce through and see. Yeah, I think we skate around through them. Alone once, I've also noticed a lot of people, including myself, gaining weight. Yeah, I've gained probably 30 pounds recently. Just, I went through a phase where I was just eating like candy and sugar, and I hadn't been eating those things for a long time. And then, of course, it made my lupus relapse. So now I'm trying to do the carnivore diet. We'll just see. Thank you for the hugs, Poppy. Oh, hugs.
I haven't been trying to do that thing where I make myself overtired and try to travel places or whatever.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I didn't tell you. I was up for fucking 4 days straight.
That's not good.
It was fucking crazy. I couldn't
What
get tired. Huh?
did you see anything
No,
during
I,
that
I
time?
didn't. I didn't even have any of those traveling things. But I couldn't get tired. I mean, I was sick for a couple days, but then even when I started feeling better, I couldn't get to sleep. So it was by the fourth day, then I finally did. And normally when that happens, I'll sleep for like damn near 20 hours or something. But I think I only slept for about 10 or 12.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was weird.
Listen to this. Poppy said, I'm starting to feel like it's when you record on a tape, sometimes it bleeds through. Yes, that's what it's like. It's like a VHS tape. That's what our lives are like. That's what the timelines are like. It just keeps getting played over and over and over again. And then you start to remember, you start to see the bleed through. It's the nature, it's probably the real nature of existence, and we're just starting to kind of realize it. And I think people at every phase of history have realized it. I don't think this is new.
Yeah, I don't either.
It's just been going on. It's just the way life is. Which is something we didn't realize. Taryn Knight says when you stay up, usually about day 7 is when the hallucinations start.
Ooh, I'll have to try for that next time.
Dark Wolf says every 10 minutes. I think it's a different cause. Well, I mean, I can change my mind. Yeah, whatever you think it is, let us know, Dark Wolf.
What's every
Pop.
10 minutes?
I guess shifting into different realities.
Huh.
Maybe. Poppy says the universe is supposed to expand and contract, like it's breathing, I guess.
I agree with that. I think that's what partially what the moving land masses is.
And Dark Wolf says, no, I mean, every 10 minutes or so, I decide on another theory that this is the cause, then another. Yeah, I agree. I do that stuff. Not every 10 minutes, but I don't know. A lot of mine have a common thread, but trying. I'm trying to figure it out. Mandela Miles says, do you think they will kill me if I upload this DC residue data? I'm here to tell you, no, they will not.
Nah.
You're a powerful, and you got to know this ahead of time. You're a powerful, creative being. And if you know that, they can't do anything to you. If they could have done something to you, they would have. So that means they can't. So don't worry about it. They can watch, they can intimidate, but they can't really do anything. That's why when you see all these like mass things, a lot of times it's just bullshit. Things like that just don't, I mean, sometimes they do, but you know, why do you think there's always like all this bullshit crisis going on? Trying to make you think something bad could happen. Don't stay silent, Mandela Mile. Let's see. Just trying to make sure that I'm subscribed to you. I think I am, though. Oh, yeah. Totally subscribed to you, Mandela Mile. I knew I was. So, yeah, put out the video. I want to see it.
Good thing I checked. Her bell isn't checked for mine, and I know I was. That's bullshit.
Yeah. Yeah, everybody go to Mandela Miles channel and make sure your bell's on. That way we can see the stuff that she's going to put out. Be awesome. I'm not sure a guy. I think Mandela Miles a girl. Can't remember. I can't remember. Oh, yeah. I agree there on fear farming. And it's weird. I get this sense that the original, the place that I consider my original place, it seems like I drift into it sometimes. Like I'll have days, like really good days, where I go outside, there's no chemtrails, the sun is yellow, sky is like such a beautiful, like sapphire blue. And I just think I'm back to where I was, you know? I mean,
It's
I
been a
think
long time.
yeah, I think the timelines just kind of merge together and become one, you know? And like every once in a while, you can see glimpses of the past. But I can remember there's a few days specifically. One of them was around Labor Day, and it was just the most magical day. I felt like I was a kid again. Just the way everything looked normal. Colors were normal. I don't know. I know that sounds insane, but recenter, yeah. QP is saying that the media step by step will begin supporting Trump and turning on the people that control them. Yeah. I just don't pay attention to it. I don't give it any energy.
I
Poppy
can't
said
even
every
tell
once
you.
in a while. You can't even tell me.
No, I was gonna say I can't even tell you the last time I watched any kind of news. It's been at least I don't know, 8 years or something. Been a
Yeah.
very long time.
That's the thing. I mean, why upset yourself? What does it really matter to know? You know?
Yeah, none of it really. Even if it was real, it's not gonna affect your immediate, life or whatever.
And even if it's going to, what can you do to stop it?
I don't know.
I mean, really, let's get real. What
Unless everybody walks away, there's nothing you can do.
and where are you going to go?
Exactly.
There's nowhere to go. You're
Nope.
always going to have to deal with some form of government or some form of control. That's always going to be there. So you might as well just like live your life the best way you can or the way you want to and just ignore it.
Mm,
Non-action. And really, like, just like Suso says, like the acceptance, I find that that's how I get things. I just kind of think, oh, I'd like to have that. And I totally accept that I could get it or not get it. And I always get it. You just have to not want it so much.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like I saw that thing about that guy who murdered like his pregnant wife and two kids, and she was one of those like people who sold stuff on Facebook, like the Thrive like products. You know, people sell makeup and jewelry and whatever on Facebook, and they'll go live all the time. And
Hmm.
she was one of those people like she sold a product like Avon or whatever it was, but it was vitamins. And so she did tons of live streams. And like somebody's taken all her live streams and like put them on. And I mean, I've been fascinated with them. I've been watching that a lot lately. It's been a nice distraction.
Cool.
Love you, Salted Cedar. Thank you for coming. Salted said, "This is a fun channel.
Yeah,
You can
you get to
be your
get to watch
real.
me sitting around doing nothing.
Yeah, you get to watch me look at my phone and vape. Oh, you know what? Because I do a live stream, I get a lot of suggestions for live streams. Okay, in my
Hmm.
recommendation. And so sometimes I'll click on one just to see, like, whoa, what is this? And I mean, it'll be these people, they have shitloads of subscribers. They'll have thousands of subscribers. You click on there, and it's some like trashy person, like bitching about something,
That's funny.
like having arguments with other live streamers. And like there's always controversy in the chat.
Uh,
And they're trashy people. I mean, and I hate, God forgive me, they're like, they look like meth addicts, or I mean, they just look like seedy people. And I mean, it's just like, why do you? And people are like super chatting them, like just giving them all this money, and they're just like not really even. They're just showing you their life. It's really strange how people like the voyeurism in this country is like going. Like
that
people
is
like
weird.
that. Just like my daughters, when they were little, they like to sit there and on YouTube and just watch people play games.
I've done that a couple of times. It's I don't know. It's kind of ridiculous, but I don't know. I'm interested in watching games like because I don't really play them that much anymore. So I'll just like check out what a game looks like for a little bit. But
Yeah.
yeah, I mean it's totally absurd. It's like sports. Like why you want to watch somebody else playing sports? That's I don't know. To me, that's absurd.
Alone One says, have you seen the middle aged white trash hillbilly couple that get on and just talk called Shoot the Shit channel? They are too much now. See, but those are the kind of channels I'm talking about.
I
It's
actually
just,
saw that, but
have
I
you?
didn't I didn't click on it. But I saw the recommendation for it, and it looked pretty fucking amazing just from this
Really?
the thumbnail. Yeah,
I need to look them up then.
I should do one of these fucking video game fucking live streams or something. But I don't have any of that the software to fucking record it, and so I'd have a camera facing the TV or something. So nobody wants to see that shit.
Do you have an Xbox?
No. I have a
If you have
PS4.
if you have an Xbox One, it usually comes with a like a camera. I forgot what it's
Yeah,
called, but you
the
can sit there.
Connect.
You can do that, yeah, with the Connect, and you can sit there and do all that shit just with the Xbox and the Connect.
Yeah.
Any other software, you just have to download it onto your Xbox. All the software you need.
Yeah, I don't really like the new games that much though. Like I have the 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 Nintendo Switch or whatever, but yeah, I don't know, whatever. It doesn't matter. I actually started playing it the other day a little bit. I was playing the Zelda.
I remember Zelda. That music,
That game is fucking amazing.
yeah. My husband played it a lot. He's always played video games, like our whole relationship. So I've seen a lot of different ones. And I'll always get him. Every time something comes out he really wants, he just buys it. Like nobody cares.
Yeah.
Keeps him busy
I
sometimes.
used I used to do that like all the time. Like in fact recently I just sold a couple of games that I bought probably 2 years ago and they were still in the plastic.
Poppy said, I found channels doing lives trolling this girl. Sounds mean, but it's pretty funny. This girl says she's losing weight and gained 120 pounds. See, that's the kind of stuff they do. There was this one where it was like a hangout, and it was this really like cute gay guy and this girl, and they were just chit chatting, like talking about this, and he's like, "I know, right?" They didn't really have much to say, but they were just talking to the chat, and I mean, it's just funny. But like channels like that get shitloads of subscribers, and I don't get that.
That's funny.
But it's like it just shows you people want to see that. Just like you sit there and watch, those videos where people are making like latte art, like on top of coffee, on top of the
Hmm.
phone. Or if you watch like pimple popping videos or any of that stuff, it's like a real voyeuristic like society.
Yeah.
Like, people like to sit and watch others. Like even on Facebook, I mean, there are people who sit there and make a living out of like broadcasting their entire life onto YouTube, Facebook,
Hmm.
and people follow them and give them money. And I just think it's kind of strange. I don't
Fucking
know.
A, I should do that shit. I'll put on like a fucking belly shirt and fucking
Yes,
cut out the nipples.
that's how you can make money.
Sweet.
I'm telling you, you just ought to put a camera on yourself all the time. People will watch it. It's like the Truman Show. People just want to see what other people are doing. They're curious,
Yeah.
you know, because we don't live in a tribal lifestyle anymore. People are
Hmm.
separated from each other. That's why men love sports because
I'd be the one channel that everyone would unsubscribe from. They'd be like, he really doesn't do anything. Fuck this. Unsubscribe.
listen. There years ago, before YouTube was really popular, webcam sites that you could go to, and there was this
Hmm.
girl in Australia. I can't even remember her, but I used to watch that girl every day for hours. I mean, she would be doing nothing special, like making herself breakfast, getting ready for work.
Hmm.
There wasn't even audio.
Really?
Yeah,
That's
but I was
crazy.
just fascinated by her. And every once in a while, she would have like a question and answer session where people would email her questions, and she would sit there and like record a video of herself like answering all the questions, and she would put it out there. It was just really, that's what you ought to do, put a camera on yourself all day.
Sweet.
Poppy says it sounds hot. Should do it. Poppy says they
Maybe I
make good
will.
money. I think you should.
Oh, man. Fuck. Whoops.
Alone One says, I want to start selling on eBay again. That's another thing. You could always do eBay stuff.
Nah, I can't do eBay no more.
Why?
It went to shit. Like, I don't know. 7 out of 10 transactions ended up being scams.
Oh, like the people buying from you were scamming you?
Yeah.
Mm.
It ended up costing me more than I was making because I would lose the product and then the money too. So
Oh, yeah, because eBay would say, oh, well, they weren't satisfied. Give them their money back. Take it away from you, and then you never got your shit. Yeah.
yep.
I've
Fucking
heard about
bullshit.
that with
You heard about that with what?
Amazon, that
Oh,
happens to
really?
people. Because that actually even happened to me. I bought a phone from overseas, from Germany. I bought like a cell phone. It's supposed to be
Mm-hmm.
like indestructible. So I wait for the phone. I finally get it, and it's like some kind of old phone. It was not the phone I ordered. It was like
Wow.
an old, like chunky monkey phone. And so I took pictures of it and told Amazon. Well, first I told them, and they said, "Look, you're going to have to pay to ship it back to us." I said, "I shouldn't have to pay to ship
No,
it because it's your mistake." I said, "Just send me a shipping label and I'll ship it back. Just email me one," and they wouldn't.
that's fucked up.
So then I complained to Amazon, and they gave me my money back. And I said, "Well, what do I do with this merchandise?" And they never responded. So I mean, I still have it.
That's funny.
They just didn't
I
even
mean,
want it back.
that's fucking ridiculous, man. I think the one thing that pissed me off the worst was what was it? Oh yeah, I sold an iPhone and I took pictures of it turned on and working. And the person that bought it was like, it didn't work. I was like, well, yes, it did because I took pictures and it's in the listing of it working. So I was like, you can't say it didn't work or whatever. I was like, and they were like, no, it doesn't work. And I was like, well, I'm not refunding your fucking money because I know it worked. I tested it before I sent it, you know. And it's not like it got damaged like with a crack or something like that. They just said like it didn't turn on or something. And I think I double boxed it, like, you know, it was in its iPhone box, then bubble wrap around that, and in another box. So, you know, nothing happened to it. It was just total horseshit. So, of course, eBay never sides with the seller. So they're like, yeah, you have to, like, you know, give them their money back. And they just take it right out of your account, which is completely fucked up. But
Yeah.
anyway, yeah, they took the money out of my account, and then, like, I guess the person who bought it said that they returned it and put in like a tracking number, but like I never got anything back. So I think the tracking number was just something made up. And
Yeah, yeah, I mean, they'll do that. Or they just
mm-hmm,
won't send you one.
mm-hmm. And then what was the other thing? Oh yeah, eBay doesn't have like a customer service thing, even though like I wrote a you know, email saying I never got my merchandise back. Nobody ever responded to that. And you can't call anybody, so you're fucked.
Yeah. A lone one says, I sold vintage sewing patterns, some going back to the Titanic era. A few craft books like crochet books from 1940s, 50s. A lone one, I may have bought something from you on eBay. Because
Hmm.
I like that stuff. I collect like old sewing patterns, like, but I want them like vintage. Like, I would like to see if you have anything. She's Alone One says I still have over 1,000 in containers. If you have anything that's from the Titanic era, message me, email me a picture or something. Here, I'll put my email in the chat. I'll buy it from you. I'll send you the money first, and then you can ship it because it might
My
be something I want.
my girlfriend's into that stuff. Like she's always getting sewing
Love.
patterns and stuff.
Oh, I love sewing patterns, like old vintage ones, like antique ones, and like
Cool.
antique crocheting books, like really old ones. like early 1900s, 1800s. I love that stuff.
I used to have a bunch of weird shit like that. I don't think I do anymore, but I'll take a look around.
And hey, Nobleness. He always joins us like so late. Do you know the Mr. Big song "To Be With You"? I'm the one who wants to be with you. Do you know that song?
It sounds familiar. Yes.
Are you singing to me, Nobleness D? Just
Of course.
joking. Are you singing to me? Why did it change? Good night, Sharkticon. He just ate his baked tater with cheese and white gravy.
Nice.
Nice.
What?
What are you looking at?
I'm looking at Mandela Miles, I guess a video from 9 months ago. It says something about it says real human skeleton, and the breastplate is like a lot darker than the rest of the skeleton. Wonder
Yeah,
why.
I saw that video.
That's weird.
Okay, Alone One, there's my email. I'll put it in the chat. So if you have any like really old patterns or old crochet stuff, like send me a picture. Good night, Poppy.
Night pops.
Okay, Nobleness, you're keeping me in suspense. Has it changed? I want to know.
Lone Eagle put out a good video. I guess it was yesterday too. I don't know if you watch that often, but he found some park with like statues in it, and want to say it was Netherlands, maybe, I don't know, but the statues are all really weird and creepy. Like it's a bunch of naked people. It'll have like little children playing in one, and then the next one it's a guy beating another guy. It's very crazy.
Where is it? Oh, you said you think it's in the Netherlands?
I think that's where it was. I'll just put a link in the chat. Um, Vigilant
Nobleness,
Park.
Nobleness is posting those lyrics in the chat.
Okay.
Good night, Sharky. Love you.
Night Sharks.
Okay, what is this?
Yeah, I don't know the lyrics besides the chorus, so I'm out on that one. Ooh, we just passed 333.
Reptilian theme park. Oh, okay. I saw it. This came up in my. It is in the Netherlands. It looks like it came up in my feed, but oh wow.
And there's lots of like weird things with the like humans struggling with, yeah, right there, like struggling with serpents and stuff.
Yeah,
I don't like it.
that's really strange. Oh, you know what that reminds me of? That symbol where it's a circle and it's like a snake eating its own tail. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
It's like we're part of one another. That's really weird. What in the fucking world is that shit?
I'm telling you, this place is fucking sick.
Dude, that is so strange.
And like gargoyles now on some buildings, they look like the aliens from the movie Aliens. It's like, what is going on here?
Yeah, he's talking about the fact that it's spiraling and there's like a little baby, a fetus in the middle.
Yeah, creepy shit.
That is creepy. Like, who puts that there in their damn design?
Demons.
It's called the Vineland Park or something. Looks like it's near Oslo. Huh. That's really strange. Oh, wait, they're just going to show some statues. Look at that.
Yeah.
That is so strange. A naked man holding a baby. Great.
Yeah. Where's my
What?
Google Maps? Damn it. Okay.
Dude, what in the world is going on at this place?
You know, there's a lot of weird shit too when you zoom out, like on Google Earth or whatever. If you zoom in like real close on, say, a city or a park or whatever, and you start zooming out, you'll start to see like pictures of weird things.
Really?
And I mean, I did this with like something near me. It's a Duke Estate. It's like, not even 5 miles from my house. And when you zoom out on the property, it looks like a snake. It's really weird.
That is so crazy. Truth in plain sight, huh? Oh, bye, Theron. He had to go charge his phone.
Bye bye. Okay.
Oh, okay. He finally revealed what the lyrics were. Let's see. See, that's just a song I don't know.
Oh wow. Oh, here it is. Okay. Actually, it kind of looks like a wiener.
What does?
The Duke Estates. It looks different from the last time I looked at it, but all right, I'll show you. Um, you see, where's it there? Right there. Kind of
Huh.
looks like a snake head there, and then on the other end, it's like another one upside down or something. I don't know.
That's
But it
weird.
could be a wiener too. I don't know.
A flaccid phallus.
Yup. But yeah, I don't know. If you ever get a chance, like look at stuff around your house and like, turn it all sorts of different ways, and you'll always see like weird faces or something in there.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Moonlight overthrew you. I remember moonlight shining through you. Huh. I don't know. I just don't know that song well enough. So what you been up to, nobleness? What?
Found a pyramid in a park near me.
What? Oh my god.
Yeah, I'm telling you, there's lots of weird shit. And usually, like, there's like a path that you can see there, and a lot of times that'll make out another design, but I'm not seeing it in this one. Might need a different perspective. Wow. All right, that same one I just the one that looks like a snake. I just turned it
Yeah.
around a different way, and now it looks like a human face with the snake body.
What?
Do you see, like right
Oh
there?
yeah.
That's pretty weird. I don't know. Clearly, I have way too much time on my hands.
I asked Nobleness earlier what's been up, and he said up to Mandela stuff and bringing wood in for the winter. Mm. So you've been out chopping wood? That sounds very rugged. All right, alone one. It sounds like I got a message, but I'm not sure. Look. All right, well, it's getting late. It's like 2:43 here. I got to go to worky tomorrow or today.
Yeah, I hear you. I think I better go too. Anyway,
And
all right,
Nobleness
dear
D.
heart.
All right. Nobleness D, I want to tell you, I usually start streaming like at 11 Central Time. Come on a little bit earlier. He's always coming on so late. He's too busy chopping wood. All right, my dear. I will see you tomorrow.
Okay, hon. Have a lovely day at work.
I will, and I'll see if Jimmy responds to my email and let you know if he's going to allow me on the panel. If not, if
Cool.
you're on the panel, I'll get in the chat at least.
All right, awesome.
All right. Well, I will see you tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye. All right. There went Scott Bala. Oh, thank you, Michelle. I watch your stuff all the time. So I think you're a very positive person. You know, I like your message. Good, Nobleness. You better get on earlier. All right. Well, I love you guys. Thanks for hanging out with me. And I will see y'all later. And I'll be on tomorrow. Bye.